Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the very last Python stream of the year. Well, not very last Python stream, very last technical Python stream of the year. We are ending up week 11. We're in week 11. We're going to be finishing up our capstone project 2 tonight, which actually has gone south, to be honest with you, but we're still gonna have some fun. We're still gonna have some fun with what we're gonna do. Did a little bit of web scraping last time, so we're gonna be doing some more of that this time. But how is everyone doing tonight? How's everyone getting along working from home? You know, I know people who aren't usually working from home, it can be a little bit frustrating. This break? No, it didn't. Okay.
How are you handling the work from home?
I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Fair enough.
But I don't like working from home, to be 100% honest.
What is it about the working from home that's the worst thing for you?
Working from home, one, it's like you're literally sitting with all of the other distractions. Like your life is at home. So the things that aren't you can't just focus on work. Like it's impossible. Like, so I don't have any kids or anything right now. So like, I don't know if you have kids, like you're having to deal with your kids, make sure your kids are okay, and gotta make sure the house is okay, and you gotta do laundry because everybody's wearing the clothes, and you gotta make sure everything's clean. I don't quite have all of those problems, but I mean, it's just you're in the midst of the rest of your life, and you kind of have to mix up your work and your place of solitude, or at least that's what I try to keep my home space. So it's, I don't know, gets a little frustrating, but
fair enough.
It's completely fine. I had a rough. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I did not get a lot of sleep last night.
Like I slept like crap last night.
I don't know, man. It's just turning, bro. I think a lot of it is being able to get out of that. When you work from home all day, getting out of the work mindset is kind of tough. It's kind of tough to get out of the work mindset, and your brain's still thinking about the stuff that you might have to do, and it can get super weird, but it's all good. Physics Online is bad, won't lie. What's up, Isaiah Creative? Yes, Physics Online sounds terrible, actually. Sounds real bad. I wouldn't do well with Physics Online. Should we get your laptop Friday? Dope. That's what's up. I'm assuming they're obviously not making you come in for it. So that's cool.
Which laptop did you get? PC or Mac?
Yeah, what did you choose? Choose PC or Mac? That is a very interesting question, Adam. What did you go with? There's
I'm going with Mac.
Only one right answer.
I'm going with Mac.
I actually find that people really get mad at you if you're supposed to be doing development and you chose Mac. I mean, you didn't choose Mac. People get real mad at you. So my second laptop at Fearless, they gave us Macs by default.
Really? Okay.
They give everyone on team Macs by default. And when we got basically someone who had a Windows laptop from like the BD team left, and I was like, let me get that. Let me get that. And everyone was like, you are crazy. What are you doing? I was like, well, I like Linux, you know. Windows works really well, but I like Linux, so that's why I wanted the Windows laptop. Could install it on Mac, but it's a little more finicky on Mac. But interestingly enough, once I did that, then he was a technical lead at the time, but now he's like our engineering passion coach. He actually only codes on a Chromebook, which is pretty interesting. He went out and got he asked for the nice Chromebook, like the Chromebook Pixel, and he just does everything in Cloud9, to be honest, inside of AWS, which is perfectly reasonable. It works. I understand why he does what he does, but Windows is the only real OS. I like Windows a lot because you can play games on it, and now that Windows Substitution for Linux 2 is coming out, we can also do our coding. We can also do all the stuff that we need to do. So I do, in fact, like Windows, the only real OS. Why do people dev on Mac? Never understood why. So people dev on Mac, because it's built off. It's a Unix-like operating system, just like Linux is, and so a lot of the native tools and things are easier to kind of get running and get working without having to do a lot of workarounds. The way that you have to install things to interact with the Windows kernel, I guess, is a lot different from the Unix kernel. So, doing development on a Mac is like doing development for the things that your code is going to be running on, which is almost always going to be a Linux server. And that's the reason why. All right. So let's take a look at what we've done, and let's just kind of, because we're in the last technical piece, we wrapped up the last technical piece of the DevOps Bootcamp as well last night. So that was good. You know, we got through all the hands-on stuff, which is super dope. Tonight, we're going to finish out everything that we're learning here with finishing up this capstone project. And like I said, this capstone project actually got blown up a little bit, but we'll be okay. We'll figure this out. We'll take what we learned last time. Last time we learned on today's Wednesday.
Yep.
On Monday, we learned some web scraping. We did some cool stuff with quotes. We made like a random quote generator. That code is in GitHub. If you want to grab it, we were able to scrape those things down and learned a little bit about HTML, learned a little bit about web requests. So we learned about different HTTP methods like get and delete and post and patch. Stuff like that. We also learned how we could use, that HTML structure to find the information that we needed, and we were able to go ahead and grab that stuff. We're gonna take that and we're gonna go a little bit further tonight. I don't know. We'll kind of let the project guide us. We'll start doing some stuff. We'll grab some data. Obviously, we're all stuck in the house because of coronavirus, because of COVID-19. So maybe we'll grab some COVID-19 data, and then we can figure out what we want to do with this. So we can learn how to get the data, and then once we get the data, we can do some cool stuff, and we can parse it out, and we can all determine what we want to do with that data. So that's what we'll be doing. You boys get your crowns yet?
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I read that.
So maybe I thought this is a setup for a joke. I thought it was like a D's nuts joke.
No.
Well,
not a D's nuts joke.
Yes, we are using Beautiful Soup for web scraping. And I'll pull up the code from last time.
Oh, Corona means crown, according to Schmidty.
Oh.
We won't know in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're kind of close. We're not practicing. I mean, you should all practice social distancing. We should also be practicing. So outside of right now. So I'm hoping. I'm just trusting. I'm trusting that Terrence.
You too, bro.
I literally spend all my time at home, and then I come here to stream right now. So I'm only interacting with one person who's in the house at all times, and I'm trusting that Terrence is.
I feel good when I go home every night and wake up in the morning. I'm like, okay,
who is he? Who is this guy really around all day? We don't know this guy's life.
You will soon find out.
We don't know this guy's life, but yeah. Everyone be don't let LaCroix see that. I mean, that's true. That LaCroix is gonna see that we're not practicing social distancing.
Oh, we're fine.
It's okay. There's more space. Objects in the mirror are closer than you appear. Are closer than they appear. Is that how it goes? But yeah, woo.
Isaiah, crazy. You gotta get out, man.
Oh yeah, Block 7. It is definitely. I noticed. I was like, dang, people really not trying to watch tonight. People really don't care about the second part of this Python project. All good, not a big deal. I don't know if you guys saw the sweet video we made about next week, but next week, if you're interested, and it's actually in the GitHub. If you go to mastermind.io/quarantine, that feels right. It'll redirect you to this GitHub page. Let me share it with you all. Inside is, in fact, the safest place. Another intern. Nope. This is. I don't know how you want to. I don't know if you want to be introduced or not. But we do work in a co-working space, so we make a lot of friends. And we have a guest tonight, kind of chilling with us. We'll probably have guests in here pretty often and just relaxing and just participating in everything that's going on.
Tell them
this is Kat
over at another company here at Spark.
I don't think but he works at another company here at Spark. Yeah, we got done doing today there aren't many people in the office at all, which there shouldn't be. There was a virtual happy hour. So the few of us that were in here participated in the in-person happy hour. There were, in fact, less than 10 of us. So we're still abiding by all the rules, for sure. But we stayed pretty far from each other, to be honest. So it's all good. But
no physical contact.
Next week, yes. I only drank LaCroix, of course, because it is my drink of choice.
Thank you, Block 7. That was major last night, bro. That was major.
Thank you, Block 7. Absolutely. Keeping us on course. Appreciate that. But if you didn't see the video, there's a video out. I'll share it. But next week we are doing, oh my gosh, why is my mouse? Okay, here we go. We are doing something called Operation Quarantine. You love it. I'm telling you, you love the name.
I like the graphic.
It's perfect. Operation Quarantine. Check it out here. But really, all we're going to be doing, it's not that special. We're all home. We're all together. We're going to be operating, an agile software development project. We've got a name for it and everything. It's going to be that we're going to build out. I've talked about it on stream a few times now, but what we're going to do is we're going to take this opportunity to learn. We're going to be doing this all day. So I didn't put any hours on here specifically for a number of reasons, but I think we're going to be trying to do around like from 10 to 4, probably a little bit earlier, maybe like 9:30 to 5 or something like that. But we'll see. It'll be pretty much most of the workday actually. So obviously, everyone's home. Obviously, you won't be able to tune in all day, but we will be here all day if you want to just kind of come in when you can, put it on in the background. But we're going to be doing a full software development project, agile software development project. So we'll learn how to do it from the very beginning. We will learn, what agile and kind of Scrum is, how you can use that to manage a project, all the ceremonies that are involved, all the different things you need to put in to manage it. We'll learn how to break down what our requirements are, talk about user stories, build those things out. We'll all be kind of collective product owners. So we will guide the product and then we'll build it. We'll put in the DevOps pipelines for it. We'll do all the stuff. But this will be an open source project that will last much longer than this 1 week event. Hopefully, as long as people can continue to contribute to it, I will continue to contribute to it. I think it can be pretty cool. But the project is basically to make an open source version of like LinkedIn Learning or Pluralsight or Skillshare. Why? Because all the information that all of us want to know is already out there. There's already videos on how you can learn all the stuff that I'm teaching now, all the stuff that you want to know. It's out there, but it's hard to know what things like, maybe I want to learn this specific technology, but like what other things do I need to know? Like, is this the right order? Like, is this good content at all? Like, is this a good video to teach me what I need to learn? And so I think that's very frustrating. So we're going to make a platform where you can curate the internet so people who are experts can go in and create and review these courses super easily through two options. We're going to have Markdown, and the goal is to also have a dedicated kind of course builder setup that basically generates Markdown, probably from JSON, for us as well. So we're going to be building all that out. We're going to be building out the MVP of it. The goal is to then be able to let you track yourself through courses, track your way through courses and stuff. But I don't know. It'll be a fun little project that I think can outlast all of us. So I think it'll be pretty fun to do. And so we'll learn, again, the whole process. So it won't just be software. So if you're interested in other things besides software, we're going to be learning about all kinds of stuff, not just software. But we're also going to be learning a lot of technical things. Like I said, we're going to be setting up full DevOps pipelines. We're going to be building all kinds of little pieces, all kinds of things. So we're going to really be learning a lot. It'll be all week. We'll probably not do the full day on Friday, just because that's what most people do on Fridays, is not work a full day. So we'll probably go till early afternoon on Friday and finish it up with a retro to just talk about what we did and like what's going on with it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. It's supposed to be on the 70s on Friday. We might have to stream from outside.
This will be 81 degrees. That's high.
We might have to stream from outdoors. I don't know how.
I'm so with
coronavirus might have to get me with Coronas. Like I gotta pick up some Coronas and sit outside if it's 80 degrees.
Outside would be safer, but maybe not.
I mean, I'm going outside. I'm gonna grill. I'm gonna do everything. And like we have just enough free space to make it perfect. Like there's no, like we live in a duplex, and so we have a nice older woman next to us. She's super nice, but the people next to us are we got some space. So we'll grill, we'll sit out back. That's beautiful.
That'd be fun.
Pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look at what we did last time, and let's see if it still works first off. Because I don't even remember what we did.
We web scraped from the quote site, and then you put it in your terminal to call that script, and then every time you log in your terminal, it would pop up the quote.
Oh, yeah. So what we did last time, not that much code. To basically, we hit a quotes website. We picked a random page. This quotes website only holds 100 quotes on 10 different pages. We pulled a random page. We pulled a random quote off of that page, and we pulled it in. So we grabbed it every time we did it. We got a new quote. And we added that actually to our message of the day. So every time we log in, well, just because you don't log in this way, but every time we were supposed to log into our terminal, we were going to go ahead and we were going to get, hey Brooks. We did not take any time to really, make it look good, put it in the right place. But you get all this message of the day stuff that gives you information about the machine. But then right here, we get today, you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you.
I love that.
Yes, and then we have this little bit of words down here because I was trying to test to see if our message of the day stuff worked. Yeah, so excellent. We were able to get that in there. Super simple thing to do, but a good, fun use of our web scraper. So let's go ahead and let's take what we did. We're gonna make a copy of this. Make a request and corona.py. I started working on something to see if there were any good websites that had good HTML to pull some data from for coronavirus. I didn't find any, to be honest. So we'll have to find something real quick. Let's see if we can first pull some coronavirus data. Let's first pull some coronavirus data and then we will figure out what to do with it. We don't drink LaCroix, of course. Supposed to be 70s. Yes, that is Friday grill and smoker. The only problem if I stream from the house, I gotta move all my stuff back home. Yes, is this catch a corona? Yes, I know. Again, we're not practicing social distancing right now. We will after this.
It made me feel bad about this now.
I told y'all earlier. I said like we're too close. I said that. No one listened to me.
I don't leave my house except to work.
You feel good, right?
I drive to work.
Sure. I feel
good.
Sure. Excellent.
I'm pretty isolated.
I mean, but I also went to the grocery store today, and it was disgusting. It was a cesspool. Don't go to the grocery store. First off. It is like, I mean, you have to, like, we had to go, but like, it is like, it's so gross. Like,
is the people?
I mean, there's just tons of people in a small place touching everything, and like, it's
I got you.
It's like, that's how we're all gonna get it. Like, that's how we're all gonna get it.
You know, they said half of the American population will get coronavirus.
Yes.
Like, that's hundreds of millions. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
This life.
I stopped taking them car now, and I don't leave my house except.
Well, you might not be okay after today, since I went to the grocery
My
store.
roommate is now work from home. He's not leaving.
Okay.
And his girlfriend was at state.
So here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna see if we can find out where to get some coronavirus data from. Let's do COVID-19 data for webs. I'm just gonna type in for web scraping. Hopefully someone has found one that's set up. There we go. I think this is the one I tried to click on before, and this was not good data.
Let's see it. What's it like?
Yeah, well, it's Octoparse. It's a sales thing. Like, they want you to use their thing.
Buy it.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
We're good
on that. And I think this one didn't work either. This was also to Octoparse. That's how I got there before.
Trying to make money, man.
So what's on the CDC's website? CDC.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Data. All right, let's see. Cases in U.S. I want to see. Well, I guess CDC would only probably give us data about U.S. Worldwide coronavirus data. So yeah, the Johns Hopkins site. So the Johns Hopkins site is interesting. So Johns Hopkins coronavirus map.
They're smart over there. That was a really good idea.
So the map is good. The map is good. Let's see what their map facts
News
have.
organizations are using it. It's crazy.
An embed code, so you can embed it. Maybe there's information on there that we can use. Kaggle. I'll check Kaggle as well. I'll show you why this one is interesting.
Kaggle, I've never heard of this.
Oh, XKCD. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me see. I like XKCD. What do we have on here?
The comics, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
This by everyone. Yes, this is our office.
I'll miss you, but that's fair. I gotta change with the times.
You're leaning in pretty close, man.
You're
You're leaning in pretty close.
Yeah.
Everyone's so close to me now.
Oh no.
Nah, it's fine.
He's trying to
All right.
I'm trying to read it, bro.
Let's see here.
I feel like there's a level of hysteria too, though.
I don't think so.
I think there's a little layer of paranoia and hysteria. You don't think so at all? Not even a little bit?
I don't think so. I don't think so when you don't know. Like no one knows.
That's true. Fair enough.
Like we don't know. Like we don't know anything about the stuff. So
we don't know the
I think so,
extent
too.
of it, so it can't.
All right, so let's see what the Johns Hopkins one. Kaggle, I've never seen one. Kaggle. Oh. They're gonna make me sign in. I might sign in if their data is good. But it seems like their data is probably designed for us to pull in other ways. I definitely, so there are other ways to pull this data. Again, web scraping, we talked about not being, like nowadays, not being the most efficient. Now things are built kind of, well, there's a trend towards API first and other ways to grab this data. Let's see what they have here. They probably see they make it easy for us. They probably have some data sets already. We want to scrape the stuff just because that's the little bit of Python that we learned last time. Let's see if we can grab it from here. Like, let's just check and see what we're looking at. I think the problem was, when we looked at this like a couple days ago,
There wasn't any identifiers with that.
there weren't any good
Yeah.
identifiers for the road, like for the way that the HTML is set up. And so I could probably go through all of it and grab
What we need, yeah.
and grab all of it and parse that. So maybe we'll start with that. Let's grab this. Let's just get the information coming back first. And then we'll start from there.
Should we throw this into I don't know how much time we have, but should we throw this into a database maybe? Can we set up some kind of database locally?
What are we gonna
I don't
do?
know. Yeah, what would we do with the database?
What would we do
with it afterwards? I don't know.
The reason we are home at this point is because we don't have enough hospitals. 880, but that is what I spent some time. I was really confused when everything first started. And I think that is the reason why they're trying to keep everyone home. It's to slow that curve. It's to level off the curve because our healthcare system simply can't handle not even just doctor supplies, everything for like to
Overtax the system.
It's going to overtax the system.
Yeah.
Like flat out, it's going to overtax the system. And so yes, also to protect the vulnerable populations. But I think it's mostly the curves. I think we could help way more of the vulnerable population if we had space. I think one of the problems is like they're talking about people are going to like die of other things besides the coronavirus because there's again not space to treat people in the ERs and stuff. So that's the thing. So I am currently working remotely during the day. I do come here in the evening, but I only come here because there's no one here. And we only come out like the office. And so that's the reason we've been going back and forth. Like I actually don't have any interaction with anyone except for Terrence, which is probably problematic. Yeah. But yeah, Terrence is like the only person I have access to be honest. So that's why I've been coming back and forth. I probably will move everything to the house though.
Dang, you think it's gonna come to that?
So yes, it lives on stainless steel for 20 days. But they are from again, latest, the reports are changing at all times. The reports are saying, at least the last reports I saw were saying that people, they're not believing or not seeing that people are getting it from surface contact. Like almost no one they think is getting it through surface contact. They think everyone is getting it through person-to-person transmission. But again, nobody knows. So it is best to be. It's certainly better to be safe. That's probably why I'll move everything home. Probably tonight. It was kind of not feasible. Well, not tonight. Probably tomorrow. Thursday is kind of the midday, which I never stream. Might pick up Friday and Saturday we'll be streaming. But yes, 100%. Definitely I'm telling everyone, definitely take it seriously for sure though. So it's safe to lick doorknobs again? I mean, I guess it was always safe to lick doorknobs. The doorknobs won't kill you, but
to lick doorknobs?
The corona might. Yeah, so I definitely hope it's the surface contact is. But I've also read things recently of retransmission, all kinds of weird stuff. I'm like,
that's crazy.
It's getting crazy.
It's mutating.
I do, so I don't want to spread mass hysteria either. But just the way things are going with the full shutdown in Seattle and stuff, everyone take your time. Go get the things that you need, because I do think there's going to be a serious shutdown.
So when you say Seattle has a shutdown, what do you mean?
Seattle is like Seattle's like all the way shut down right now.
Nobody can leave their house.
24 hour shutdown right now.
That's craziness.
And I think or just San Fran. It's either Seattle or San Fran. Oh man, that's dark. That's super dark. But
Block 7.
Yeah, I want to say Seattle. That's on the 24-hour shutdown now. I do think there will be like a serious at least 2 week quarantine. Right now it's kind of chill. It's just kind of you're quarantined, but no, we're not gonna do anything about it. Just try to stay home. I do think there will be a pretty serious one coming up.
All right,
I don't know. New Jersey has an 8 p.m. curfew. That is true. New Jersey does in fact have an 8 p.m. curfew. I do think a curfew will go into effect first. I think a curfew will go into effect first, and then I think after that, there will be at least a 2 week shutdown. How do you quarantine the homeless in Seattle? Yeah, I think. I wonder how they're doing it everywhere. They're probably trying to shelter in place people, but you got to have the resources there to do it, or you just don't. I don't know. No one. This is the problem.
This is unprecedented, bro.
No one knows what to do. This will change the way that everything kind of operates, worldwide. Nothing. Things are not going to be the same after this.
It's not. It's really not.
Things are not going to be the same.
Forever change.
Earning 6 figures that can't afford a place to live in. That's true.
And his sister got quarantined in San Fran.
Yep, and can't leave the house.
Yes. How do you enforce that though? That's my question. How do you enforce when people leave the house? What? You get arrested? What does that mean?
If I had that Corvette I was talking about in the first stream, I could leave and no one would catch me, and I would make it back home just fine.
Just outrunning the cops.
Yeah. How do you get food? So I do think some places there are. It's weird because the original things I've seen, I think places where there are curfews, I do think you can get food and medicine. You can go to your pharmacy or doctors before the curfew, and I think after the curfew it's dead. You're not allowed to be anywhere. I'm assuming once that enacts, I mean, they're not going to be able to keep everyone out everyone inside, but I think there will start to be serious things. Yes, toilet paper, all the stuff. Like I said, I had to go to the grocery store today to make sure that we had essentials, food. And it was better today than it was the last time I went. Last time I went, it was when Maryland. So we're in Maryland. They had made the state of emergency here, so everyone went crazy, and it only sucked because we had already planned on going to the grocery store that day. We had 0 things left.
No food
and then before we got to go, they were like, state of emergency, everybody go get your stuff. So I don't know. Again, not to spread hysteria, but
the first day you went, were there actually items in the
there were
store?
Not. So when I went in.
That was Thursday.
They announced it. They announced it at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
3 p.m. on a Friday.
Yeah.
I got there around 6. there was the only meat that was left was pork.
Oh my
There was
God.
nothing left. There was a little bit of pork left. They cleared everything. Everything else was gone. There were like only low sodium chicken noodle soups. And then it was just bad stuff. There was pizzas, box pizzas. There was frozen burgers and stuff. But like it was produce because people don't want the fresh produce because it goes bad. There was a lot of fresh produce. So you don't have to worry about that if you're someone who likes a lot of fresh produce.
Worried about his grocery store.
Frozen food's gone. But yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on where you are. That's how it is. Where in our little area in Baltimore. Yeah. What's up, everybody? I think like 3 people just follow. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. We're talking about Corona, but we are actually going to write some code tonight. I promise. But again, nothing else really to talk about. Yeah, we're growing. It's sometimes we get a slow night. We had a great night last night, so we're growing. It's all good. We can't have people tune in all the time. People are at home now, so like I actually was wondering how coronavirus would affect people's willingness to want to like sit in after work. And I think there's an opportunity now, especially now that we're ending this current session of boot camps, to not stream so late. Because I think after people are at work all day on their computers, they're tired. They're not like they want to. If they're going to do any screen time, it's probably going to be with their families, watching movies or whatever.
Right.
I think we're going to adjust accordingly. But again, we're all home, so we can test around and see what works best. For sure.
Midday streams, baby.
So the title should be how not to lock down. I mean, hey, people want to know how not to lock down. What are we programming? So tonight we're gonna be grabbing some coronavirus data, and we don't know yet. We're going to take once we get this data. We can all just if you have something you may want to do with that data, let us know. We're gonna figure something out. We'll probably do some crunching of this numbers. We just wanted to show. We had a different thing in mind, but for a number of reasons, it's not actually going to work. But we're going to just kind of pull together everything that we've done over the past 12 weeks, which was just learning how to code specifically with Python. Not necessarily learning Python, but learning core coding concepts and putting those things together. So tonight we started learning how to web scrape on Monday, and tonight we're going to grab a little more data and see if we can do a little more with it and kind of create something that may be meaningful. So first things first, let's go ahead and let's delete all this stuff from last time, and let's just go ahead and get the page request back. I'm gonna delete delete to the end of line, and we're just gonna grab that URL. All right, so remember, we're using Beautiful Soup. And we're using the request package, and we're using Beautiful Soup to be able to grab information from the internet. We're using that to be able to parse other requests, allows us to make those HTTP requests or HTTPS requests, to make those web requests. And the Beautiful Soup package allows us to take in the data that it receives, take in the content, the HTML it receives, and to be able to parse that information accordingly, be able to do what we want with it. It makes it much easier for us to do some cool things with it. So here is what we're gonna do. Let's make sure we get this data back. Let's see if we're getting everything that we want. Blah7, thank you so much for the tier 1. I'm telling you, you're
Thank you, sir.
We're gonna pay you back for all your support.
He said he's gonna crash one night.
Yeah, you should. Seriously, you should. But thank you very much. Everyone does know Blah7 is an OG. Asks all the great questions. An elite troller. Like elite status troll. So surprisingly, you may not know this, but outside of here, I'm a pretty decent troller when I want to be. I stopped doing it as much because like I was doing it too much, but I'm a decent troller.
You're a troller? Really?
I'm a troller.
You troll? Okay.
Blah7's got me. I really chilled out.
He's a professional,
like
bro.
I'm not that good. I'm not that good. Yep. So let's print page. So we're gonna make the request to this URL. We're gonna use the request package right here. We're gonna use the get method here to pull information from here, and we should get some content back. So we should get, I think if we just print it by default, again, we're gonna get that status code. So let's just run that really quick. So we get the status code. We talked about status codes last time. 200 is perfect. 200 is a success. That's exactly what we want to see. So what can we do now? We can look at this and let's actually see if we got the content. I think last time part of this object is content, and this will give us the HTML. Great. Doesn't look good, but we are able to get all the HTML from here. And let's see, I'm assuming this is all the HTML. It seems like there would be way more.
A lot, yeah. It's small.
Yeah, and so let's see if we can. How do we make it pretty last time? Do we do
Prettify? Yeah.
Was it Prettify? Is that allowed?
I don't know if it's on the content though. Yeah.
Bytes has no object. Do you have to set? Let's Google it. Beautiful soup Prettify. Let's figure out how to do it. You're strange.
Soup
Oh, this is not what I wanted. It's for soup Prettify. I wonder if I can't do it off of just the content. I wonder if I have to Prettify it.
The soup object?
I wonder if I do this.
Yeah. And you're good right there. Yep.
Well, that'll give me the object, but I need the content.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Response. So. Let me
What does
see.
Prettify return? I wonder.
BAU, BS4, content. Prettify? Oh, we were Prettifying last time. I don't remember. Let's look at the documentation. I know documentation sucks sometimes. Oh, they BBS4? That makes sense. Prettify. Beautiful soup and Prettify function. All right. Respond. Oh, we never gave it the parser. So, we actually never instantiated beautiful soup.
Go back to the code. I think
We only did requests.
We did
We
not.
only did requests. But we would need to do the content, so we were close. I kinda. So what we need to do.
Everything.
I did. I erased too much. So the request package does not allow us to. We tried to use a piece of beautiful soup before instantiating that beautiful soup class. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it again. We're gonna call it Corona soup. That sounds gross.
Ugh, that sounds gross, dude.
Corona. I don't care.
Yeah,
Corona soup.
Corona soup.
Even the beer soup sounds gross.
So we imported.
Soup, man.
We imported BS4 up here, so we imported as BS4, and so response.content needs to actually be,
Page.content.
needs to actually be page.content, and it needs to be the HTML parser because this does other things besides HTML. It also does XML, and we don't want to do any XML, so we're not worried about that. All right, so now I think we can just do Corona soup dot Prettify.
Yeah.
So this should give us what we want here. So we are setting the URL here, which is this coronavirus.jhu.edu. So the Johns Hopkins coronavirus page. We're making the request here. So this is actually going to use the request package to get all the information to actually make the web, the HTTP request or HTTPS request. Then we're going to parse that stuff that comes back. So we're going to pass in the page content, which we already saw, which is that unformatted HTML, which was gross. And here we're going to use beautiful soup to make it a little bit pretty. So let's see what that looks like. So it shouldn't look like this anymore. It should not look like all this stuff. It should give us something nice and beautiful. No, BS4 is not defined. So why isn't BS4? From BS4, import beautiful soup. Oh, so I don't even need to do I not need to do that? Import beautiful soup. I think I don't need to even, yeah, there we go. Okay. So we use the Prettify function to make it pretty. So isn't this much better than what we had before? I think so. It doesn't look great, but it is something a lot different than what we had before. So it does look like this is not everything that we want.
How can you tell?
I don't know, it's just not a lot. It might be. It's just not.
Oh, it's not. That whole page has stuff on it. Like it was
Yeah.
If I don't have like a medium type.
Oh, so Selenium is its own. Yeah, I mean, Selenium is its own framework. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Script, they have like JavaScript, right? That generates content. You have to activate.
You have to do that in Selenium because of the way that Selenium actually introduces the DOM and everything, rather than just parsing the HTML that we get back. We should be able to do some client side. We should be able to get all of the HTML back in the same way that you would if you went straight to the site. So let's check this out.
I only use Selenium for like testing, like before.
I mean, it's
Like, that was the only thing I used, like Android testing.
So people use Selenium for it is for testing. Well, it's originally designed for. I'm pretty sure it's designed for testing.
Yeah.
Most people use it for testing. Selenium allows you because you can kind of like interact with the DOM, like you can use it. People use it to do like automation, like
Yeah,
like
so we did.
like click through automation.
That's what we did.
And
Yeah,
stuff
click
like.
automation
Oh,
testing, yeah.
I hate that.
It was a problem because
I hate that.
Yeah, timing and things like that.
I despise it actually.
Scrape with it.
Yeah, people scrape with it as well. It's not the best scraper. But is this what we were doing? Oh, we were doing the Johns Hopkins one.
Yeah, this one.
Cool. So yeah, we can probably. Yeah. Selenium is like standard for everything.
Multiple language support, yeah.
Okay.
Map view. Let me just see if I can see what's going on here. What scripts are running? Oh, it's just a big. It's an iframe. It's just a big iframe. That's why.
That's a big iframe right there.
Yeah. Open a new tab.
Ah, why did they do that?
This is why. Like, this is what we need. So.
That's
A
interesting.
little bit more about web development. So this is actually this page that John Hopkins has. When we pull this data down, yeah, we're getting back a bunch of stuff, but it's not as much data as we would expect for how much information is on this page. And we're like, what's going on here? It's because this page is actually just an iframe for another page. And so that iframe, all it does is basically sets up a remote window to another site, which is interesting. So I think this is the page that we actually want to scrape. And maybe this is how we can get, I wonder if there's additional information
on the actual rows.
on the actual rows. I wonder, maybe not. Div external hidden H5. I ran. Let's
Nothing.
see. Same stuff. All right, no big deal.
Nothing.
But let's pull this data instead to see if we get everything that we want. That is why we set our URL here. Ugh. This is an ugly. Is that really the URL?
I think you had the other one appended to the ArcGIS one. Didn't get rid of the coronavirus one yet. There you go.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens when we pull this information out of this bad boy.
I think it has HTTP : //
Isn't that what it had? Oh, yeah. Is that what it needs?
I
Or
really
is it,
should be able to figure that out.
No, it shouldn't be able to figure that out because the request package is pretty
Light.
it's pretty simple.
All right.
And it probably doesn't respond. There's probably some type of HTTP to HTTPS like redirect that it may not be following, but yeah. All
There you go.
right. This looks like, I don't know if this is right, but there's a lot of items here, which means it's probably what we want.
That was good. Yeah.
So now we have prettified data from this page. Ugh.
So ugly, right?
What
What are all these mods? What is this?
I don't know. We're about to find out. We are about to find out. All right. So let's take a look at what we got here. What information do we want first? And let's see if we're seeing the same thing in the elements here.
Be cool if we can pull the recovered amounts, the total recovered for each country.
Total recovered?
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems so gloomy.
But
there's not an identifier for the class or IDs.
I just want to see if it's in here. I should have done it case insensitive search.
Case insensitive, yeah.
What is
dash
that?
I R personally.
Well, we don't need to go recursive, but
it's just one file.
Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
What is I think does it need to be?
Here we go. Yeah.
All right, so it's probably not coming through here. Let's check and see what this looks like. Let's see if we can see what this looks like. It might be the way that the scripts are coming through. We may have to do total recovered.
Yeah.
It should have still found recover, but we may not be getting that. We may not be getting back this because this is. We may not be getting this.
Why not? Requested the page.
I don't think we are getting. I don't think we're getting a lot of this. Actually, we're getting the objects back for what's being. I think we're getting back the objects for what is being calculated. So look at all that's what all these are.
Okay.
Like we're getting back each of these sections, but it's like it's not what you get.
Explain it, because I'm so confused.
So yeah, I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. What I think is happening is we're making this request here, and it is returning the. I think it is returning the HTML before it has like
before it renders.
Before it fully renders, I think. Because we're getting all of the.
Why would
draw.
it do? Oh.
I don't know. I mean.
Oh, I see. Because we make the request right then. And it's just like hitting that page the first time.
Yeah.
Is there a time? No, I guess there's not a time thing you could pass.
Let's see. I don't think that sleep will work. I think it'll just consume. It's gonna consume the data. It's just placeholders. I'm trying to remember. I've dealt with this before, and I can't. Well, that's JavaScript. I don't think it's an async problem. I think it's a Python. What's up? What's that? ENC maker or ENC maker or Lance maker? Maybe it's an L. Maybe I can't tell. Yeah, we can. In fact, I'll look at the network tab in a second. Yeah, it's only gonna suck because there's we'll do that in a second. Lance maker, my bad. We are building a second web scraper. We're trying to just pull some coronavirus data, just for fun, and we're trying to do some stuff with the information. Let's look at the network tab. So if anyone is not familiar with Chrome's dev tools, so when you see me right click something over here and you see me hit inspect, the thing that you're getting over here is Chrome's developer tools, and it's giving you information again about the web page. So here is where we can kind of see the structure, the HTML of the page. Console will this is actually your JavaScript console. So the same way we go to this kind of console here is almost like if we were in here and we typed in node and we get this console here, and we can just do things. Again, now we can type in JavaScript just like the Python interpreter. This is a JavaScript console, and so you can do the same thing out of this console. You can do 5 + 5, and you can see you can interact with the loaded things on the page, or you can perform JavaScript tasks and functions and stuff in the console. But again, you can also use it to find out information about what's going on with your application. You can use it to debug all that good junk. Sources shows where the things on the page are coming from. So like what different file types these are coming from, what different files things are being served up from. scripts and things like that. The network tab shows the requests that the page is making. So we'll click all first to see everything that's here. So all of these, you can see here, we're getting a status of 200. So basically our browser, when we hit this page, our browser, this is nuts.
That's
actually
nuts.
But it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. This is gross.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
our browser is making each of these requests. So imagine we wrote a request. Imagine we wrote this line right here. That was dumb. Imagine we wrote this line right here, but this many times, however many things are in here, 240 requests. Imagine we wrote that 240 times and passed in each of these locations each time. That is what is happening here, and that's why the data we have isn't showing up, because the original HTML request for this page does in fact give us kind of the placeholders for that information. It gives us the HTML structure, but the page has not yet gone and made each of these 240 requests. So all these things are happening from the client side. I think we talked about client versus server side. So client being your web browser, the thing that is accessing the information. And so basically, this page comes in and says, all right, also go ahead and grab all of these other data points and go ahead and load them in. Generally, you would not want your page to make this many requests. They've done a pretty good job. Actually, I want to see what the site is built with. Yeah, it's a lot, but I want to know what this is built with. Cause I want to know if it's relatively quick just because it's cached, or if it's because I doubt it's cached because it's updating relatively often. ArcGIS makes a little bit of sense. Oh, it's probably a lot of static stuff there. Okay. Oh, it's that's interesting. Okay.
That's interesting. I thought it was supposed to be dynamic.
I mean,
why are you using S3?
So you can. There's a misconception about static websites.
Yeah.
So static websites does not mean nothing. Does not mean the site can't be dynamic.
Explain.
It is not static websites don't mean that the site can't be dynamic.
Okay.
Static websites. Let me see. I'm in the gist. They already talked about it. Oh, dope. Let's we'll talk about that in a second. First, let's talk about static websites really quick. So. Static websites, generally people think of those as to be raw HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. One of the things is that JavaScript has come a long way from JavaScript's original implementation, and a lot can be done on the client.
Really?
A lot can be done on the client side. I think that is why you can do things. That's why there's things like Gatsby where you can do React. It does actually generate kind of all of the possible combinations of your pages and serves HTML for each one of those, but there is a level of interactivity that you have to be able to retrieve data
from the server.
So that's an interesting question. What do you mean by from the server?
So when you say dynamic update, are you just talking about like what do you mean? Like, because when I think about updating a website, I'm talking about getting information from the server and updating the client side. So to me, that's dynamic. Static is just this page is a straight up HTML site. Nothing is changing. No asynchronous uploads. No nothing. So,
no, you can do almost all of those things.
So really, on the client side from JavaScript?
Yes.
Without Node.js, I'm talking straight JavaScript.
With JavaScript, say those things again that you just said.
No Node.js, because that's like server stuff.
Yes, no Node with just JavaScript. Yes, you can do a number of. It's really hard because I can't. There's definitely a blend. And so there's also paradigms of having portions of your site being static and some of it. But static is not
what it means anymore.
Static is not what, and I've had to show people like 20 times that this is like, I've had so many people like web developers be like, no, static means static. I'm like, bro, I know of 10 websites right now that are fully.
So what is your definition of static now? Mine's changing in my head as we speak.
I don't even have a. I don't even have
What's
a
a static website now?
What's up, Legendary Ops? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. How you doing tonight? So are you saying this is built in Ember? Is ArcGIS made in Ember? I can learn Python here. I mean, so we are in the very last technical piece of the Python bootcamp. You can learn Python. All of it's on YouTube. If you want to go back and check it out. But yes, you can. It's a framework they use. So it's interesting. So I don't think this is a static site. I never thought this was a static site. I think they're pulling data from. It's interesting they put Amazon S3 as a CDN though. That's very interesting that they called it a CDN.
What is this website I'm looking at? What is this?
Oh, this is Built With. You never used Built With before?
Nah.
Yeah, look, watch this. So let's
Like typically when you say static, it's something that's what.
So you can see here like for the most part.
But nowadays, I mean,
It's-
people are putting objects in it. Like
correct.
Objects,
Oh, with React and
Correct.
stuff like that?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ah.
Yes.
Express, our company, and it's like the framework supports all these static closed objects that really they act kind of dynamically where they load content from static
so-
page.
So Jamstacks are great. Yes, Jamstack is the perfect thing for this. So have you ever heard of like Netlify? Or like so Jamstack is kind of like a JavaScript API like way to manage your content. It's really nice. It's really kind of what SBA.gov is. But I think the people at Netlify. Oh, actually, I didn't realize this didn't open up in here.
Rendering files and turning them directly from a CDN. Oh wow.
So a lot of times people are using things like
Just get rid of the servers. Just screw it.
yes. Well, kinda. It's not serverless. It is not serverless. It's not serverless. It is not
You got serious
serverless.
on that.
No. Because people get very confused about this. So yes, Jamstack is pretty dope. It is the idea of having. So this is where you get into the whole. All of this is kind of considered
Let's get into it. Yeah.
server-side rendering.
Right.
So yes, but there's a lot of variation in the middle of server-side
Really,
like
bro?
and the thing is I'm with like I was always with you. I was like, oh, you guys talking about static
What are you
websites?
talking
Everything's
about?
great. And then I've worked.
You're low key blowing my mind. Like,
it's-
this don't make no sense to me.
It's confusing.
But I can see
because your these Jamstacks these Jamstacks can utilize so they can utilize things like GraphQL at build time, but they can also utilize things like GraphQL. They can also make certain types of requests. It's again, there's a very limited scope
to the server.
So I'm confused with your to the server thing.
Making requests to what? When you say we're making requests,
Wherever they need data from,
a server somewhere.
but not your server.
No, not my server, but
Yeah, but
they're
to-
getting requests
oh,
from
to-
an outside
They
location
can
and updating those
it
websites.
can get information from that.
That's dynamic
There are
websites.
ways to kinda. I know. I don't know how to.
I'm so confused.
I know it's because I'm not. The thing is because I'm not a.
I'm not a true
I'm
web
only
developer
giving. I'm
either.
only giving it to you from the information that I know. It doesn't have to be a survey.
It can be markdown files. Okay.
So that's how it gets pre-built, or at least so that's how it gets originally generated
So-
from like Markdown or wherever
It
your
doesn't have to be a
content source
server. It
is.
can be anywhere outside of this of where I'm hosting it. To me, that's dynamic. Any kind of updates from anything else, whether it's markdown files outside sitting somewhere else, like if it's outside of my where I'm hosting it, yeah, my domain. It seems to me that qualifies as dynamic. I don't know if it's, but I don't know.
Sure.
It seems.
I would say like,
Sure.
it's dynamic. It's something that's being by the client.
But does it have to be a server?
It's not hosted on your box, correct? It's not hosted on your box. Sure, you could go with that. We should dive into.
We should really dive into this.
The only reason
It's a real topic.
it's a real topic, especially because we're diving into this right now.
We are.
And no, like on the SBA project, we're diving
really?
into it because we basically already do we're already halfway there, and we're trying to go full like server side rendering,
Yeah.
and we're diving into all this stuff, and it's very interesting. It's not all. Yes, Generally, it is pre-rendering all of it and serving it straight up. There's some magic that modern technology has allowed for you to be able to do some weird.
I'm not mad at it. I love it. I like the transition. I like.
Where's your Mac? I'm so used to MacBook Pro.
You had a MacBook Pro?
I never had a MacBook Pro.
A jumping worm?
Ever. Actually, I don't know. Where's my Mac?
I'm actually trying to remember if you ever.
Maybe you're thinking of next to me.
Oh, he's talking about my Mac. Talking about this Mac?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I'm usually like this.
But jam sacks are dope. Jam sacks are dope. But yeah, see, this is you can see with this site what everything is built with. So like, we're using Hugo. It takes a look at what your site is built with.
That is crazy.
And yeah,
is it just looking at your
Let's look at all the requested headers, all the stuff in there. Yes, T-Bell. That's T-Bell. T-Bell's Mac. All right, so all right, how we're gonna do? My only question is now: do we want to dive deeper into?
I didn't know we were doing anymore.
We were trying to get some information from the ArcGIS website that
what map
Corona
are they
data
using? Is that Google Maps?
And I doubt it because this is specifically ArcGIS.
Oh, gotcha.
GIS is Geographic Information Systems. I think ArcGIS is like the. It is I think they help a lot of people, but yeah, it's interactive maps, and they do a bunch of interesting like map stuff. So it's not Google Maps; it is specifically ArcGIS. Map functions are weird. If you've ever had to deal with a map,
it's my first job, bro.
Finding out distances and geolocation,
lat's long,
the Haversine formula, lats longs, all that stuff. Yeah, I think we were looking at worldometer. Yep. There's congratulations.
Get out of here.
That was just part.
So that, come on, man.
That's like.
Okay, this may be a little bit better.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it's growing. It's definitely growing. I do like their reporting here. How they made the covered in green, so it makes you feel better. I'm not a designer, but that feels good. That feels good. Okay, maybe we can grab.
GPS.
Maybe we can grab all this stuff. Let's see.
And an LTE modem.
Let's just grab all the data. Sheesh. Okay. Let's just grab all this. Plus, if you down the list at the bottom, they're probably sources. Yeah. Interesting. This is good data. It only sucks because anything we can do with this data, it looks like they're already doing, but let's do it anyway. I like how. I wonder how these are getting updated.
Just send that information out.
What's up, Jaegerfile? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. This is a good site. All right, cool. I guess you're just showing how to scrape data because a lot of coronavirus data. Yeah. There's already tons of data. We're just practicing using again what we've learned over the last 12 weeks. We kind of took this from zero to hero, and like learned. Maybe I'll just show you guys the. Like we really started from the beginning, just kind of learning about variables. Learning about functions, displaying output, printing, data types, data structures, things like that. Control flows, if else's loops. And the last, so let me say this. We had a whole project set up, but the data source for that project is not a thing anymore. And so we didn't realize that until super late. So it kind of blew up what we were planning for this second project. So on Monday, we actually did kind of a web scraping thing with just, what's that thing called? Web scraping, little mini project with a quotes website. And we wanted to do something bigger today with coronavirus. But again, like I said, just we the kind of pivot on that didn't work as we planned. But yeah, we're not doing anything crazy right now. Just practicing some of the things that we've done. Get the data. Let's see if we can use the tools that we've already learned to kind of parse and crunch that data. But yeah, all the data's already been crunched. We can't provide any meaningful value that anyone else hasn't already provided.
Is that word on meters? What is that?
So maybe, I wonder, you know what would be good though?
What?
So now, I don't recommend everyone. What's up, Pylang? I don't recommend being a bad person and capitalizing off of a bad situation. But I told you, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday about the MacBook and stuff. Oh, we'll talk about it Monday. But I think there would be an interesting correlation between coronavirus cases and Craigslist, both the amount of products and the pricing on those products. I think would be very interesting. Now, I don't want to make that. I'm not a data guy, but I'm very interested to see what
Prices go up?
No. People are going to be looking for cash, and so I would be very interested in like seeing how something like this affects like the both the secondhand and barter market. I think will be interesting, but that's just me. We're not doing that. Apple released a new MacBook Air. Wow, like people,
it's supposed to
people are broke right now.
Scan 3D objects or something like that. No, a new iPad does that.
Oh, there's stocks.
A disclaimer: you have coronavirus, and if you ask Facebook for TP hand sanitizer, I do not have any of those things.
You don't have hand sanitizer?
I don't have hand.
man.
I have soap.
Yes.
First off, I have a lot of soap, and as you can see, I'm not touching my face.
Soap still works.
Nah,
Old school
man.
bar soap works, brother.
I mean, sure.
Come on, man.
Sure. So if you're someone who doesn't think soap works because I've heard people say antibacterial soap not going to work for virus, it's not about that. The soap's not there to kill it. The soap's there to break down the fatty layer of your hand to make it so that it can't stick and so that it falls off into the sink. It does, in fact, work. So do what you got to do. Oh yeah, man. Do you see, man?
Am I touching my face?
I mean, back up.
Am I touching
Back
my
up. I don't. Everyone, get away from it. Back up.
Oh no.
I heard Old Bay killed coronavirus. That sounds. I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me, but also it wouldn't surprise me if the old Baltimore Bay was the source of coronavirus. To be 100% honest with you, if you ever cut yourself and got in your wound, you know why. All right, let's write some Python.
I'm like really conscious now. Like I'm trying not to touch my face.
You should be conscious.
I didn't know I was touching my face.
Where's my mouse? All right, let's. I like this. So let's grab all these. Let's grab all these TRs. Style row. What are these inside of? Is that a T-body?
Main table countries today.
Huh?
The table ID. Main table countries today.
Yeah, but I think we can. I think with this we
through?
can grab. Like I actually think we can grab. This is probably
just
the own
T-bodies.
T-body.
Gotcha.
Like I think we can grab
Just T-body.
just T-body.
Makes sense.
So let's do tables equals Corona soup dot find
This is good, right? Yeah, it's really good.
that's all. Let's print tables. I could loop through and prettify them.
Yeah, man. About 2
Well, let's
hours,
see
man.
if we can get back what we want. None. What did I ask for? T-body. So maybe I can't get T-body by itself, and maybe I do have to dig into.
You should be able to get. Oh, because you gotta have an identifier for the T-bodies.
Do I?
You
For
can
the,
chain it.
for the only T-body.
Give me the
I mean,
T-bodies
yeah.
associated with this table ID of main table countries.
I mean, it should give me all of.
Unless that's the only T-body.
I'm pretty sure, like, it didn't find any T-bodies. So like, even if I did like a find all, I don't even know if this is. I'm using find right.
Find all, maybe.
Who got face one? You touch your face. You gotta stop touching your face. That's how
Yo,
you
Blind
get it.
Stuff is looking too, bro.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, you touched your face once, bro.
Scratch the beard.
It's always so interesting.
2 times.
It's always so interesting how you can. It's always interesting using, using libraries for languages. How like fast that goes. Like how fast you forget how to use.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like we just did this Monday.
Because we don't like
You don't
learn it. You're just using it.
Actually, I want to see Beautiful Soup. Fine. I'm just going. Yeah, find T-Body. Oh, find all table. Ooh. Well, let's see what the.
How about that? That seems like a list. You gotta iterate through.
Well, it'll no
Index
because it finds the only table.
Oh, fair enough.
It found all table. So maybe I can't use T-Body a table, and it finds all TRs in there, which
That might work.
which is exactly what we kind of
Assuming that's the only table.
Yeah, but it'll be fine if it's not.
We just change it, yeah.
But actually, this will be interesting. Yeah, I don't think that's they did a find all find all capital A.
Really?
I mean, that's what theirs shows.
I don't know about that.
That seems wrong.
You did find underscore lowercase a last night.
That's what I thought too. All right, so let's just look what they have.
That's nonsense.
Soup, but they're asking for the. That's fine. I don't need the first one. I need all of them. Find all should give me all of them.
Is that 2 find alls chained together?
It is 2 find all chains together.
Okay.
We can do that. But so yeah, we can do a find all on the TRs once we get that T-Body, or yeah, once we get the table out of here. But what is it in? Where's T-Body? T-Body TR. That's what. Oh, I might have to chain together the. That's interesting. Soup.select. Let's look at this. Let's actually look at it. we're just YOLOing it. Let's look at it. I don't think I should have to select all the divs. I might have to.
You don't have to do that. No.
Div table. So I can find a table. I can select this ID if I want, just to see if we get something back.
Yeah,
but it should find. Huh?
All right, so let's go back to the code because the T-Body should work.
It should work.
Corona Soup, find all T-Body.
Let's see.
Think about
it. Did he? I have no idea.
No, he ain't take no lotion. We got no lotion in here.
We might have lotion. No, I'm joking. We got Vaseline. But basically lotion. Yes, Corona Soup. I know it's a terrible name.
It's a horrible name.
That's fine. It's better without context.
You tried find and that didn't work at all, right? You did, and it didn't do anything.
But is that because?
Does that to be single quotes or double quotes? Doesn't matter.
Single quotes is fine.
Okay.
Wait, what did I? You're saying does it count as if new guy took Vaseline to the bathroom? See, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. First off, he's now been dubbed new guy.
That's so gross.
Now there are probably a number of people. Well, once we're out of quarantine.
Oh my God.
What are we doing here? I'm out of it.
A little bit, man.
No, it's fine.
No, not you, me. I'm out of it.
We're gonna kill it. Here goes. Get out of the bad mode. Get into the good mode. We're ready now. We got it. Now we're ready to code.
Oh my God.
We're ready to code. Let's do it. We're gonna kill it.
Hyped.
All right. So I forgot what we're doing.
We're trying to find out why T-Body is not working.
Why T-Body? Look, the reason why T-Body is not working. No problem. You touch your face again.
I did not touch
my
face.
You have no discipline.
I did not touch my face.
He has zero discipline.
No, that's a lie. I didn't
Everyone
touch my face.
here, I'm the most disciplined person you've ever seen.
You are very disciplined, but I did not touch my face.
No, I'm not disciplined.
I think Block 7 is
If I ride
best
past a
stop.
McDonald's, I'm real hurt. I'm like,
The fries are really good, dude.
I'm like, I don't even like McDonald's, but I'm like, gotta stop. What are we doing wrong here? So find all. I'm gonna pull this table ID first. So I'm gonna pull the table. The table comma ID equals main table country. Let's pull this whole thing first.
I'll waste it. You do my element by ID and then create an array.
Yeah, that's basically what would happen here. But Beautiful Soup would handle we wouldn't need to iterate and create it. Beautiful Soup would actually do that for us out of the box. But yeah, ID equals. Oh yeah, no, I don't think we do that. But thank you.
I like the IDE though. That IDE or
What is it? ID equals.
custom coloring? Yeah, nice.
We're just messing around. We're gonna see what works. None. So I didn't even get that table either. Let me do a find. I did a find
What's Eclipse
table ID.
Oxygen.
Let's see.
That was on Lure.
Actually-
Lure at one point.
Before we do this, let's first let's see if we're getting the same HTML back by printing out Corona Soup. All right, so no, we already knew this. This is why it did not work. We knew we already knew. We never changed the URL. That's why it didn't work. I think we were still pulling from.
No.
We never changed the URL. That is why this didn't work how we thought it was going to work. We are trying to scrape this from the wrong website.
That would make sense.
I'm pretty sure.
Let's look.
I'm like 99% sure we never changed the URL. And
I don't know.
correct. We never changed it. So see how I said we were gonna get better at programming, and then I got better at programming just by saying I was gonna get better at programming. DI inside of these bad boys. Let's go ahead and let's grab. Yes.
There we go.
You must be confident. What? Why is it? Oh, I learned something new about Vim just now. What's up, Taika Bimo? I mean, welcome. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. I can't use Vim. Vim is nice once you learn it. So what I've just learned, and we can test this with Vim, is I've just learned that your Vim copy buffer, the thing that your copy paste buffer is different from your computer's copy paste buffer. And so I think what's interesting, what's happening here is if I have something in my copy paste buffer already for my main computer, let's check the order of this actually. So if I do, if I delete, I'm gonna delete everything that's inside of the quotes here. So everything that's inside of the quotes right here, I'm gonna delete this real quick. So I'm gonna do I quotes, deletes everything. It seems like this is putting it into the buffer. If I go copy something else, and let's say I just put testing. I think if I copy this, it's gonna append this to the buffer. I think it's gonna append this to the buffer. So now when I try to paste.
To your system buffer, not the Vim buffer.
Oh, whoops. Huh?
Testing.
Oh, actually it didn't. That's very interesting. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it keeps doing that then. It keeps, like all the things I did before, I deleted the information first. And then I went to grab it and it pasted everything. Oh well. Maybe it has to do something with the slashes and like the special characters. All good. We're good. All right.
That was a quick rebuttal, bro.
It felt right. It felt like I had it. It felt like I knew. I was already on a roll.
Bro.
I thought I could do it.
Oh, damn.
So let's look for the T-bodies. We are in Vim with
He's a
some.
Vim expert, bro.
We're in Vim with some like. I'm not an expert at all.
Yes, he is.
But we're in here with some mods. Vim's excellent.
So intimidating.
It's the best. Swag.
Woo! Swag. There we go.
Hey.
Nice.
All we had to do was believe, and therefore we achieved.
I love that.
People have been telling you to do that your whole life, and we did it. Just for that, he's really counting. Vim is like level 40 magic item. No. Vim is it really. I'm telling you, one day we'll spend some time learning Vim. It's actually pretty simple. Again, the only reason, so I haven't always been a Vim. Well, I've always used Vim to do, because I'm a systems guy, or I have come from a systems background. I've known the basics of Vim and how to just kind of get around and do stuff when I need it. But again, for everyone who's new, I got into the custom keyboard game, and I built a 60% keyboard. Notice this keyboard does not have any up and down arrows. Notice this keyboard does not have any function keys. Yes, this keyboard is 60% of your normal keyboard. So I had to, one of my goals for 2020 was to become a much better typist. So I figured I'd build a keyboard like this so I could start practicing, and so I'd have to get better at spending most of my time on the keyboard.
Why not just using a regular keyboard to practice?
Huh?
Why not just use a regular keyboard?
Why not just mind your business?
Well,
No, I'm joking. No. I like no, because custom keyboards are cool. I think I've pasted some pictures of my whole little setup on there. With my custom coiled cable and all this other stuff, but I'm really into like different keyboard switches and all this other stuff. So I don't know, it's like a whole thing. So that's the reason why I switched to Vim full time, so I could get good at typing, get better at typing. I'm a quick typist if I'm looking at the keyboard, but I'm a pretty bad touch typist, so I'm just trying to get better at that. I did see today that System 76 built their own keyboard. As a huge System 76 fan, I will be purchasing it whenever it comes out. But yes, this is Pop OS. This is actually, you're actually looking at a System 76 computer. Like, this isn't just the OS. This is actually a Darter Pro. No, this is a Galago Pro. This is actually a Galago Pro from System 76. It's a laptop I have streaming through my main PC. It is a Debian symbol for Pop OS. I don't know why it's there, but yes, it is in fact a System 76 PC. All right, so we found out what we were doing wrong, and now look at that. We have all of our data here that we were looking for, and
so each one's a row, right?
Each one is an unordered list inside of a div.
It is St. Martin, Faroe Islands.
Oh man, so let's get a couple lists going.
Hey, there we go.
Let's get a couple lists going and see if we can figure out some information. I don't like looking at it like this.
Are those divs kind of like?
I believe so. Yeah. I think they're all TR, so I don't think it's showing. It's not showing the TR tags. I don't think, because I think I asked for TRs.
You're not printing the TR out.
Actually, I look for body.
Ooh,
that's not what I meant to do.
Uh-oh.
Got fat fingers. You missed. There we go. Okay, much. Okay.
Less data though.
Well, we wanted less data because we're looking for this. Easy. We can get this.
Yeah, but all we get is the city or the state or whatever country.
What else? Oh shit. That's fine.
We need the numbers, or
how is that?
How is that possible? What's going on here?
Look, you just
inspector. Yeah.
Oh no. We're not only getting the.
Wow.
No, it's all right here.
Where?
It's all. These are just a lot of these just don't have.
You have in places in those.
These are stats.
I'm not seeing high numbers. Oh, okay. There we go. 35. Okay, good way.
It's whack because they have no identifying features
at all, bro.
But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. They're in the same places, so I think we're all good. We're all good. I want you to get a Logitech K860. I don't know what that is. Let me see.
What is that?
Yeah, that's no good.
Oh, those are fighting words.
Oh, new guy said it's no good.
I don't know about. I only know about.
Jacob.
First off, let me tell you about my keyboard.
Ooh, look at that keyboard. That is fire, bro.
For $129, it's not fire.
That keyboard. That's gorgeous.
What? It's not about being gorgeous. It's about the feel.
it looks like it feels good. Look at that thing with the pad.
I'm out. I am a keyboard purist.
That thing looks sexy to me.
Hit him with the
Scope.
Soro Gram Spectrum.
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Scope keyboard. The one that Primogen uses. Oh, this is kind of cool. The one that Primogen uses is the Kinesis.
God dang it, Boss 7.
Get away from me!
I did touch my face. Yo.
The Kinesis keyboard is the one that he uses like a split
That's
one, and he like kills it. I don't.
You
type
bought that
well
life,
enough.
bro?
No, that's why I built this little
It's
baby
so
keyboard.
Weird, God.
Also,
I like this keyboard actually.
look at this.
I like the color.
Who else's keyboard has a little? That's like a little wolf and a little polar bear head. This is Arctic keycaps, and look, this is on the bottom. That's a snowflake. Yeah, you're impressed. I know it.
Yeah.
You love it.
You
love it.
Where's the wolves?
Yes, you do. You do like a jumping worm. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about this. And it has the best switches.
No,
Not the
I
best
don't
switches.
like it.
He likes it. He likes it. Everyone here likes it. It has Zelios V2 switches. Zelios V2 switches. I wanted Holy Pandas, but the drop was too long. See, if you want to go learn about keyboard switches, check them out. What?
Oh, he flipped it.
But let's yes, that is my rant about keyboards. I'm a keyboard fan.
I use this program access platform, like chiclet keys.
What are this?
Size. It's Cal Reds.
Okay.
So it's
I'm not a fan of
mechanical, but they're half.
I'm not a fan of linear switches yet. I need to try out the I think the Novel Keys creams. I think I want to try out. I think those are linear.
Sometimes they quick fire storm. Also red switches.
Yeah. Well, so yes, stealth switches. Yes, these are pretty quiet actually. I was going to get the Xylence instead of the Zelios V2s, but yeah. But that's me nerding out over keyboards. I'm sorry, I nerd out. Like honestly, I just really I like building like physical things. I think that's why I'm into like cars. I like to like build physical things, so it's fun. They can be loud. They can definitely be loud. These are not terrible, but yeah, they can get super duper loud. Okay, where were we? We went out and we got all the information. So, we can now take. I wonder how we can use. What is the length of this? Are each of these? I need to see what each of these are really quick. Like, is everything in this tables? It should be a list. What'd you say?
Same number of cells per row, right?
Well, yes, but I want to see if I don't know how it's getting put into this list. So I want to see if like everything is if each section like is all of this one item. Is the whole TR one item? I think the whole TR is one item.
Yeah.
Or the length might actually only be one because we asked for the TR body. Okay, it's 349 of them. That seems right. That seems like it's not each of these. So cool. So if we check out just one of them, let's check out a single one instead of all of them. This is a list. We know that their lists are indexable. So we can just ask for the first one. And we can print it out, and no, that did not work. Why didn't that work? Because a tables dot t. I don't think I have to do a t body because it found all the t bodies here, but it has a length of 349, but not. That's interesting. What is this? What is it? What is the type of tables? Let's find out. If you gather information, you can figure out what to do. Okay, it's a class. Okay. Interesting. Find T-body. So that means I can't iterate through it, but let me see something. For I in tables. Print I. Okay, so So this is weird. You can iterate. It's iterable because I can use a for loop to iterate through them, but I cannot use an index to.
Yes, you can. If it's iterable, you should be able to.
Right. Well, exactly. Yeah, I can try a different number, but like, so now if I print, out, what did I just do? I did tables, and I did 0.
You should be able to do that.
But let's see what the error was. I didn't actually read the error because you know me, I don't read errors. And key 0, Corona, print tables, get item, return. Oh, because this is a.
Because it's a what?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
That makes no sense.
Maybe. Let me try.
That is weird.
I have one more idea before we dig deeper. YOLO. It shouldn't be this though because it iterated through everything else just fine. Key error. Let's Google this real quick. That's if it's iterable. It's a type class though. It's a class.
Doesn't matter. It's a list.
I think it does. I think it's tables dot.
Oh, is it tables dot something?
Dot something, but I don't know what that thing is.
Oh, because when you do print tables, it's automatically do.
Yeah, and I guess.
Yeah, but it's a list of table objects. It's a list of something.
It's not. It's a class.
Oh, it's a class. Okay.
It's an object.
Gotcha.
Why did I do that? But maybe if I can print type of
I dot something is the actual thing. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, let's see what that is. Navigable stream. So it's a list of.
What was that dot? Hold on. Was that dot tag element?
Tables array 0 dot to string.
Tables. Because I don't like. I don't think the problem is that it's not a string. Maybe it is. Let's find out. I don't think that's the problem though.
If you're printing tables at 0, maybe you're printing it doesn't.
Well, it's not giving me a. It's fine. We can do that. I don't think. Maybe it's a problem. I don't know. I think it actually has to do with the like. I actually don't think it knows how to find of 0. Yeah. So it's returning self attributes in the key. So like it's thing we're putting in the key here, which is probably not what we. It's not a. It's actually there's a way to do this. There's a way to do. Well, first off,
so it's
I mean, it iterates. This is weird. Hold on. Let me see. Beautiful soup print. Print. No. So, yeah, I think it is a key value pair. Array, a dictionary of sorts. Yes. So I could pull up the Beautiful Soup documentation, but we don't do the right thing here.
Yeah.
like we don't do. I'm joking. Well, okay. That's not true. Let me give you some context. Let me give you some context about that specifically. No, again, this is specifically for this introductory Python class. Is that I think documentation, especially Beautiful Soup documentation, it takes time to get there. And I do I don't do this in the DevOps course. If anyone watches the DevOps course, it is not this willy-nilly to solve problems. We don't just do random stuff. But again, a lot of it is to consciously get people a little bit comfortable with being able to mess around and try things into practice. But yeah, we should go to the documentation. We definitely should. But the Beautiful Soup documentation is not good. I don't think it's good. I think it's very hard to see. Look at this. What is this? What's up, VoiceSec? Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you.
We should be able to search for.
But I do think it's like a dictionary. It's a key value pair.
Key value pairs.
But how do I specify like
table 0,
what was I trying to do though?
You were trying to print table. You trying to do that without the string thing.
Yeah,
you were just trying to print that out.
String, just do print table 0, comma tables 1. That way, this is
Wait, say that again.
like tables at 0, add it without the string.
Yep.
And do it. Tables.
But it can't index into the 0 though. It's gonna fail in the first.
Yeah, it's gonna fail in the very first one. Yeah. How do I?
What's actual tables again? I forgot.
Tables is a class object.
Create a dictionary. Create a dictionary.
Why do I need to? I don't think we need to. So the thing is, we don't. It's already.
We're not creating a dictionary.
We don't need to create a dictionary. So give me a second. Watch this. First off,
forgetting what tables is.
You got everyone threw me off my game. We're back on the game. We're gonna be great. Here we go. Now we're good coders. Let's do this. And we're gonna look at documentation next in a second. I just want to see. I actually want to see this real quick, even though it's gonna fail. But I want to see something real quick.
Oh, you think we have to index into it first?
No. Okay. I needed to check. I needed to check if that was gonna work. This is very interesting.
Okay, so let's print tables right now.
So tables will give us. Yeah, that works.
I just need to
It'll give us the whole.
is.
It'll give us the whole object. It'll give us the whole object. All right, we got our whole object.
Okay, so what am I looking at here?
You are looking at a bunch
Table
of table rows.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a find all on the table rows instead of trying to traverse through the table data. Why don't we just grab all of the let's do this. We're making life hard on ourselves when we can just do exactly what the original example showed us, which was to find all
TR, yeah.
Find all the TRs, which should return us
a list.
Should return us an
rows.
actual list of table. Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. So now, and you can see here, look at that. Threw right on the end. What should you be thinking when you see these square brackets? You should be thinking a list.
Okay, fair enough.
Lists are iterable. That seems great. So now if we try to print tables 1 or 0, the first item, we should actually get the first TR now.
Hey, there we go.
All right, magic. See, I told you, every time you get hype and you're confident in yourself and you say, we're going to be good today, you'll be good.
Works, bro.
And then you forget that you're actually a decent programmer and you know what you're talking about sometimes. And you think about things for a little while. You got to reset yourself sometimes. We'll do it a couple more times this stream. We'll do it 5 more times. So we'll do a couple more times. We're getting there. So we were able to pull out, we're able to pull these things out. Now, it does, in fact, suck that these things right here are
there's no identifier.
No ID. Super whack city. The wackest of all cities. But we can let's start printing out some of this stuff as is. Let's do some cool stuff real quick. Let's take this data. What data are we actually using? Oh man, I don't think we're using any of this data. We're not using this. Let's start closing. Close. Yeah, there we go.
That's what we're using.
All right, so country, total cases, new cases, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we should have 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Here's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna create a list, or a set, whatever. We're gonna create a list of the headings, of those headings. Real quick. We'll make a function or something later. But first, it grabs everything we need.
It wouldn't be there, would it? It'd be after tables. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, because this is just gonna be a static list. This is just gonna be a static list of Corona headers.
Gotcha.
All right, so these Corona headers are gonna be a list of, first things first, country. do that. Don't. Come on, man. Things got to be formatted accordingly. Total cases.
That's new cases.
Huh?
That was. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, new cases, total deaths, new deaths. New cases, total deaths, new deaths. New cases,
Total death,
new cases, new cases. We don't. So we can copy and paste, no problem. We don't do that. We learn. We're working on our memory here. You see that? Not only will you come here and learn how to learn Python, you'll learn how to memorize things. New cases.
I'm the worst.
New cases.
Yeah. What is it, Mr. Memory? Total deaths, new deaths.
He's smarter than me.
Nope.
Total deaths. What's up? My name here, 1337. Good to have you. Welcome to the channel. So glad you decided to spend your time with us.
Oh, Block 7. You just touched your head, Mastermind.
But that was like, okay, that's fair. It was head, not face, though. You cannot.
He is really watching this. Like, that is amazing to me.
Hey, respect. I love your commitment. I'm telling you, we're gonna go places. We're gonna go places together. We're going places together.
This is the quarantine zone. We're all free.
We don't know.
We don't know that.
We have no idea.
It's been a week since.
I have no idea.
But you could have gotten it since
the metro,
then.
bro.
You've been riding the metro, man.
You've been riding the metro.
You've been riding the
7 days
metro.
from now, I'll let you know if I feel sick.
Total recovered.
I feel ill.
Active cases.
I'll let you know.
We are literally providing no value to this page. It's all right, but we are like we're learning how we could take this information.
We're learning.
We are learning. I already forgot. Active cases, serious, critical, top cases. Serious.
Email client.
We could definitely do that. Or we could also add this to our message of the day to know exactly how many. I'm like, no, I'm joking. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. And top cases.
Every morning, get your box. No, what your country is. Yes.
You could.
You guys are doing honors. Get out of here.
Okay, we close it out. So what did we just make here? We made an iterable list of the titles of each of those things. So unfortunately, this HTML sucks, and it does not give us the information that we need to identify what each of them are. But these should be an iterable piece of the code. So all the same information will be in the same location. So we can be confident. That we can grab the data. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab out all the information here. So we're gonna grab out the country's name. We're gonna write a function to grab the country, all the information out there, country's name, whatever these numbers are, because I forgot all the headings already. And we're gonna grab all this data real quick. We'll write a quick little function to do that. So how are we gonna do that? All of it is in these TD these table data rows. Yep. Yeah. So let's check something real quick. Let's see if we can let's figure out how we can iterate through these things. So let's take the first one. So let's do let's see if let's do length of table data 0, so we can see how what it sees for this. We know that there are 9 things in here.
I'm actually confused now why we did Corona headers as a list of strings. What are we doing with that?
Huh?
What are we doing with Corona headers?
You'll see.
Okay.
We're gonna be printing everything. Oh, what did I just do? I broke everything. I broke it. It's broken. We're gonna be printing everything. We can graph it. Maybe we can graph it. We can pull in graph packages. I'll do that. So there are 19 in this thing. So it's seeing 19 different. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. I want to see everything that's in here. Let's go ahead and print. And then let's do 4 in tables data 0. I want to see how this is broken down.
Should be 9.
Print. I mean, it just showed 19.
Was that table 0 though? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Uh-oh.
Alright, okay. So it's printing out.
That's
So
right.
we can probably clean this up.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's. What happens if we prettify it first?
Yeah, what's up with those spaces? It's weird.
Let's see if we can prettify it first. Can I do the prettified here? That would be nice if I could do it here.
No, you can't do it there.
Well,
I think it has to be on the Corona Soup object.
you don't know. You don't know. Oh, I.prettify? Yeah, I.prettify would be probably what we actually wanted. Come on, it's gonna work. It's gonna work because we like to do things. Oh. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I can do that at the bottom. I can definitely do that at the bottom.
That's hilarious.
I think. Well, actually, I don't think I just typed in pretty.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is.
Also, people have asked me about this before. Haven't gotten in the habit of using this yet. But when people have asked me like, yo, what are these highlighted letters that you have in your Vim? So Vim has a pretty easy way of traversing from left to right. So this is a plugin called Quickscope, and so you can use the F family of keys. So if I want to get over to here faster, because you can't use your mouse in Vim. Well, I can because I set it up that way, but you shouldn't. You can hit F, and then you can hit the first iteration of a letter. So if I hit E, it's going to take me all the way over here. And the highlighting shows me the first and second kind of iterations of the letter from my current location. And that's why it looks a little different.
Vim expert, bro. What did I tell you?
No.
Didn't I tell you that?
No. I'm learning. I'm learning Vim. It's not crazy.
Exactly, to an expert.
Clips baby.
Clips is fine.
This is cool.
Nasty peach. I mean,
Is it hot?
No,
Okay,
this one's cold.
good.
My most favorite, peach pear.
All right, we gotta be real quiet when he does this for a joint. Sponsorship. It's so official.
Actually, the peach pear is actually fine when you haven't just drank another one. Oh man. All right, so I touched my face. Somebody,
Oh, he clipped it.
can you go get the hand sanitizer? We could just like bathe in it real quick.
Definitely not gonna do that.
No? Okay.
There's some like Purell over, so you can just.
We can't get any. It's no Purell.
All right, so I have to be able to prettify only an individual. I don't think I can prettify the whole thing. Like I don't think I can do.
I'm telling you, it has to be on the Corona Soup object, bro.
Well, first off, let me show you this. I think we actually can do this.
Get text.
I think we can get text and avoid some of this.
It might get rid of some of that white space. Yeah, you're right.
Probably. Okay.
That makes sense.
We did that last time,
Yep.
and you have to do it on the individual, which means
Be on the I. And that
undo. That was a big mistake.
It's not Purell brand, but it's like.
Nope, I can only use Purell.
Antibacterial, like stuff.
Does anyone know how to delete to the end of the line in Vim? I'm not moving on until someone tells me how to. No, I'm joking.
On the Spark, like,
I'm joking.
welcome desk. Humans public.
Or you're a criminal.
Yeah, you're a criminal.
I will give them $5.
Ooh, $D$. Thank you. The thing is, I think I knew that. I think that's one I forgot though.
Get out of here.
Oh, undo right now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, because one thing I did commit to memory. I don't remember who told me how to delete everything to the end of the file with D. I've been using the heck out of that one, so I appreciate that. So it needs to be on the individual item. So I think I can do
Right there, yep.
right here. And actually, I wouldn't even need to do that because it should be in my. Yeah, there we go. I still am not used to the paste buffer in Vim.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always paste in the wrong place.
Let that dish.
Your hands are clean.
I mean, I'm like.
No attribute get
oh,
text.
700.
Really?
Oh, because it needs to be. This needs to be on.
This ranks up with hands.
This needs to be.
I actually want to wash my hands. It feels so.
So we couldn't do it because we need to get the. Maybe I could do it here.
You're crazy.
I'm gonna have to do a loop to get this first. I think this is annoying. Why isn't it
We don't even know this is. What are we trying to do here?
I just want to
Spaces?
see. I want to see if I can get the text.
Gotcha. Oh, get out of here. My man just washed his hands after putting on the hand sanitizer.
All right.
That is extreme.
What's up, Zach's Quo? So glad to have you during this
Pandemic.
During this pandemic, you decided you want to spend a little time knowing what we're doing.
Yes.
DD delete line. I got that. That's I'm a pro at that one. I'll be deleting all the lines on accident. End of the line. Oh, D0. I didn't know that. Delete at the beginning. Now I have to find a use case for that. DW. I know delete word. Delete word back.
Oh, my name here is a pro.
You have just opened up my Vim world. Pigtown boys in here. What's up, Steez?
What's up?
What's up, Alex? I'm not calling you Steez. What's up? We're in isolation. We're not in isolation, which we should. We'll be in isolation. We will definitely be in isolation. So hopefully we're fine. Hopefully this wasn't an overlooked error. But yeah, we will definitely be in isolation after this. Yes, that is Alex. It's Alex. All right, so we're tripping real quick. So we need to use the get text. The get text function or method can only be used on the individual items inside of it can't be used on this list. It would have to be like it would have to be. Actually, I think we're using it here.
Oh, because we're getting the actual rows. Those get text things can only be on the beautiful soup object, bro. Whether it's get text or we're doing the what was the other one we're trying to do?
Oh, yeah. So I have to call it
rows.
Huh?
We're getting the actual rows at this point. We have to call it before either the get text or the prettify stuff on the actual beautiful soup objects. We're getting actual table data rows at this point, so they don't know what a get text is or a that's outside of that API. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
So
I have no idea what this guy just said to me. Wasn't even really processed. I was trying. He started talking. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. All right. Let's start over.
Let me make sure what I'm saying is true. Actually, hold on.
Get text here was used after we already got our entire list of quotes.
So what was list of quotes? What object was that?
Huh? I'm assuming it's a list. So we returned all divs, which was after find all.
Oh.
And then so we called it on a singular. We called it on a singular item.
So that should work then, because that's one singular item. I.getText should have worked.
Oh, watch this. That
should have worked.
Should it have?
Yeah,
it should have. I think so too. We're gonna print table 0 dot get text.
Yeah. And what does that give us? Yeah, that should work.
Should it?
Yes.
Should it? No, I'm joking. Company lets you stream from the office. I like the sounds. So a company does not let me stream from the office. This is our office. Look, we have the sign right there is actually a mastermind sign. That's for a number of reasons. There's some cool Baltimore things that are gonna allow us to get this office for free. We just wanted a cool space to kind of be around outside of the office. The main office. So yeah, this is actually ours. Feels fancy.
Feels good.
Table is not defined.
Tables.
Come on, man. Why can't I type?
Here we go. This is gonna work.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Come on with it.
Okay.
Come on with it.
Okay.
Because it should have worked. Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. How do you clear white spaces in Vim? I mean, in Python, is it dot strip? Can I do like a?
Why are the white spaces in the beginning? Is it just the data itself? That's how it's formatted on the actual page?
I don't know. Okay, so strip pulls it from the beginning and the end. All right, we can replace. Don't worry. No. I got this. We're cleaning this data. There's probably a way in Beautiful Soup to do this, but we don't want to learn new things. No. So that replace. We want to replace
space. quote space quote with
with comma. Yeah,
beautiful. Yep.
It's beautiful. Oh, and I missed a.
Oh yeah.
First off, you see me scrolling down. That's not a habit. I do know. See, I'm gonna show you guys my Vim skills. I know how to get to a line. Oh wait, that was line 27. But FP. Oh, also, nope. I gotta show you guys that I do. People always call me out for not knowing Vim things, and I do. I just haven't committed them to memory. I also know how to get to the end of the line. I know how to do these things. It just takes a while to like really make sure you know what you're doing. Oh, that didn't work. So this is actually probably not gonna work because these are different items. There's got to be a way to clear beautiful.
We don't know what that object actually looks like. Like it might not be
clean.
We don't know the structure of it.
I don't care. I don't care about the structure. I'm removing it.
Oh, it's new lines?
Why would it be new lines?
Why? Yeah, why is that data like that in the beginning? Can we go back to the website and see what that table data looks like?
Autocorrects his variable typos. Hold on. What editor do you use normally? That's a good question. But so before I switched to like learning Vim, like really diving deeper into Vim, I use VS Code just because of the amount of plugins and stuff. That's just kind of what I've used a bunch of them though.
I mean, I'm more impressed that it doesn't leave the keyboard to like use the mouse because like, playing shooter games, my mouse is fast, but it really helps in the IDE. But if you only use a keyboard, like, what would be the go-to? Like,
it definitely is the go-to. You gotta learn all the things.
Yeah, we did consider starting to use Word so that we could autocorrect our typos for sure. Word is it. I mean, there's a case for there is a case for autocorrection in text editors. There's a small case for it.
I would love that.
No, you wouldn't.
Why not?
Because you're like,
I can't spell.
It's gonna autocorrect beautiful soup to 2 words.
Only autocorrect when I accept the suggestion.
You're gonna get so many little squiggly lines.
That's true.
It's so annoying. Like,
I kind of back off on that immediately. I don't want.
I like NeoVim. This is not NeoVim. Is this NeoVim? I don't remember. I don't remember if this is NeoVim. I have like NeoVim on like 2 of my computers. I have too many computers. First off, well, I don't have too many. I operate off of too many. I don't like. I know that doesn't sound
he's
weird.
Rich, folks.
No, I'm not. I just have 2 computers from work, and I have 3 computers of my own.
That's 5.
That's 5 computers.
This man's rich.
I'm not. That's not.
This man's rich.
I've been in the computers for a long time. I have 1 laptop. I have one laptop that I purchased with my own money. I have 1 desktop that I built with my own money. I have 1 desktop that the funds from the original DevOps Bootcamp allowed me to build. So the stream PC that we have now, that was all built from funds from the original stream.
Some of us just have
so
computer,
that's not rich. It was just like, well, I don't need this money to eat, so I might as well invest in the channel. So yeah. I did rip off of you. I didn't. Well, first off, we don't know, as you guys brought up, we don't know that it was a UMBC student. He was just at UMBC and claimed, you said said he wasn't a student and that he was in fact on
drugs,
the booger sugar. Okay.
Oh my God.
You said that. I didn't say that. You said it. So what about using You Complete Me so it picks up your variable names? I don't know about that, and I am very excited about that. Are you?
This there we go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's a
nice. Okay, we can if I can't install it via Vim plug, I'm not installing it. But no, this is for NeoVim. I can do this. This is cool. What's up, Trey50 Daniel? How you doing? We're doing good over here. We're just scraping some data. Not very effectively. We're going extra slow. CSC Vim is a good alternative as well. I've seen some. Okay. Has anyone ever used? Someone showed me Kitty Terminal, and I think it uses like your GPU, and it looked really cool.
Let's see here.
What's up, Sameter? Welcome. Good to have you.
They don't like cats.
I don't. So I don't like.
I just found that out today.
I'm definitely a dog person. I don't love cats, to be 100% honest with you. I've had cats.
You gotta give them a chance, man.
Our cats are still. First off, I got cats in 6th grade. I'm about to turn 30 on Saturday. These cats are still alive for one, which is wild to me. This is what 12. They're 18 years old. These cats are 18 years old. These cats used to terrorize. They used to terrorize the house. Terrorize the house. Oh, I loved them. They were my cats basically. I loved them so much. My mom hated them. Loved them so much. One was Socks, one was Shadow. Shadow was a black cat. Socks was a gray cat with white feet.
With white feet.
Therefore,
Socks.
She had on socks.
Makes sense.
Shadow, they're house cats only. We were about to get them spayed.
Yeah.
She runs out of the house. Comes back pregnant.
Are you serious?
No, I am. I'm serious.
She knew what was going on.
She knew what was going on. She was like, I gotta get out of here.
I'm out of this job.
I have to fulfill
my destiny.
And she did her thing.
You gotta let her do her thing, bro.
And she had babies, and then we got her spayed. I actually felt bad for Socks because she never got to bear any children.
Dang.
They're still alive though.
That cat knew what was going on.
They were bad, man. They scratched me up. I have some serious I mean, they were good most of the time. It's just when they were bad.
What were you doing?
Nothing.
You have to respect their space.
She jumped into my arms and then she freaked out and I don't know, man. I don't know. It was really weird.
Oh man.
It probably fell off a truck. No, it didn't. It did not fall off a truck. It was legit. Super legit. Doing your boot camps. Excellent. Oh yeah, early on. That's excellent, Smeeter. This is a terrible last technical session, but we are in the last session of this one. Let me know if you have any questions. And information coming up soon about the next series of these. They'll be starting in May, so we'll be taking a month off of boot camps actually. So we'll be streaming still. The topics will be coming forth shortly, but the next series of boot camps will basically take April off of boot camps. Start the boot camps at the beginning of May, June, July. Then we'll take August off of boot camps and then do September, October, November, and be done right at the holiday season. So we'll be done right before we'll be done right before Thanksgiving and the holidays. So the timing is excellent. Yeah. Problem, the page had too many useless elements. Yeah, that's why people like API based stuff first.
Provide an API.
Probably, but that's part 2. That is
No, Block 7, we will still be twitching. We just won't be doing boot camps, but I do plan.
Subscribe for 1 month.
That's hilarious.
No, we will definitely be streaming. Probably not. It'll probably go down to 3 nights a week.
For some reason, I don't know why it's stuck.
Oh, let's see. What's is that me or is that?
Oh, that's you because it's working on mine. There must be something over here.
I haven't dropped any frames.
Yeah, it's.
First off, let's talk about that. I've dropped 0 frames in however long the stream has been so far. I'm at Silly Madlib's program. Yeah, that's Madlib's program. That actually sounds pretty good. That's awesome. You should share that. I'm sure other people's kids would also get a kick out of that. To be honest,
that's awesome, Smeeter. That's awesome, dude.
That is pretty cool.
Yes.
I mean, you do when you have bad internet, like when it was on Wi-Fi. Even in here, dropping all kinds of frames.
Oh, so it's on.
How do I share? Throw it on GitHub.
No, I'm wired in.
I see. So the Spark Wi-Fi is weird, and I've been saying, occasionally, or it drops out for a second.
That is weird.
Spark Wi-Fi, and there's something wrong with it.
That's definitely weird.
So we have an SQL database that requires activity uptime. When I log into top and Wi-Fi, I will get a disconnect, and they're like, program that.
Yeah.
And it'll drop out, and then I have to relaunch the whole activity.
That kind of sucks.
Spark really doesn't care.
Python.
Yeah.
I like Spark's network.
Unless
it's faster than my home network.
Comcast.
Python. What are we looking for? Beautiful soup.
It's probably.
Are they new lines?
Comcast, bro.
Are they? They're definitely new lines.
Yeah,
so
higher, I think.
So let's do this. Let's do tables 0. I do think they're new lines. Dot replace Let's replace those pesky new lines. New lines with nothing. Nothings? Is that what we want?
Empty string, yeah. I would think.
And then
That's it. Oh, you're on the Twitch, yeah. That's pretty cool, right? Like
that's really cool.
That's not what I want to do. But not text. But I'm not an artist.
Object non-type. We already knew that. We already knew that this wouldn't work. We already knew.
what do we
It's not because it's not iterable. Well, it's not iterable in this fashion. So let's take this. Let's. See, I always mess up where this goes. Oh, it's definitely time to make fun. I mean, for sure, we're definitely gonna clean this up. I just need to know. I don't even know what's happening inside of this thing yet. That's the problem.
We don't
like,
find out.
we don't even know. We don't even know what's like
struggling
the
with this little part.
data. Like, I don't even understand what's in here.
This object is crazy.
Time to make like a braids inside of that. Acid.
Untype. For I in tables. Print. But maybe I need to remove. Maybe I need to do the what? Base new line. What is it saying? Oh, none type. It's saying there's. It's now telling me that like one of them's none type. That makes sense. So those spaces may not actually be strings. They are none
What
types.
What are they? Oh, none types.
Right.
It's hitting a none type, and that's probably why you know what? They are. Watch this.
That makes sense.
Why? I bet one of the numbers does work. There are 19 things in here. I bet one of those numbers does in fact work.
We just tried 0.
Print. Okay, this is good. This is good. So 0 doesn't work. I don't think 1 works. Let's go 2. This is not the best way to do it. Okay. All right.
Which one is it?
This is. I did 3. I did 2.
Okay.
That's not what we wanted though.
So does that mean 0, 1, or null?
None types.
They're none types.
So, well, in the for loop, just iterate over the none types or whatever, do a continue or whatever.
Maybe I should just remove all the none types. Maybe I should check
How do you do
for like if I do a for
But throw if in there?
I mean, so look, I can print out if
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. If type I equals
Doesn't equal none.
well, I just want to see how many there are first.
Gotcha.
But yeah. I mean, oh no, that's not a thing in Python, which is whack.
That's not a thing? You can't do that?
Nope.
It's whack.
That is very whack. It is super whack. A super
It'll
whack
take
part
them
of
2
Python.
seconds to implement that. It's not in Python.
I don't know why. Oh, okay.
Take that, Aaron.
If type I equals no, none is right. Yeah, none really. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what we're gonna do first? We're just gonna print the
Print
type.
out the types, baby.
Like, let's see what we're getting
This is
here.
nonsense.
I thought we did this already, didn't we?
I think we did.
That's what I struggle with the type of.
We did this.
Generic.
What's it that we never scrolled up? We never scrolled up.
BS. What?
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. No. Wait. We
This is so funny to me.
we're gonna get better right now.
Let's go.
This is very. We're come on. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
We're just messing around. So let's
Yeah,
let's take a step back. Let's think about what we're doing. Let's see what we're getting. So We're calling the data. We're looking for all of the table rows in here. Let's actually take a look at the data.
That's what I want to see. The actual data.
Let's actually look at the data like we could be doing to see what it looks like. Oh, so maybe we need each of the
what's in that
TDs inside. Maybe we should just find all TDs instead. But then if we find all TDs, then that's dirty.
Nine cells per row.
Yes, 9 cells, but that's dirty.
You create a bunch of custom objects.
Yeah, but first we have to. Yes, that is no. There's an easier way to get. So can I do? What happens if I do? Hold on. Watch this.
Oh, you can chain find all TR, find all TDs.
But I want it to be so like.
Oh, you want the rows and then iterate through it. I got you.
So like print I dot find don't want to find all TD.
Yeah.
And it's still going to print out everything. Different format though. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is.
Prettify that.
So yeah, I can prettify this, but I don't care about it being pretty because we're going to process it.
Still, yeah. I mean, not still, but you know. God damn.
All right. That is each. Oh, because I'm trying to prettify each of the. I did a find all, so that returns
yeah.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So we need. It's a list here. We need to be able to. Oh, so cool. Let's just make a little function to. Here, we're making a function real quick. It's going to use our Corona headers. Def map data. We're gonna map data. We're gonna take in a simple row. We're taking a row, and we are going to for
I see what you're doing. You got passing tables then. What are you gonna do with tables?
Huh? For I in row.
Oh, I in row. Gotcha.
I'm just gonna do first. I'm gonna do print. I can't call get text here, can I? I don't think I can call get text here, but I want to call it get text here. I should be able to, and then to call map data.
The problem is the names don't reflect what the actual data is. That's the thing. We're gonna find out.
Oh no! I need to set up a whole other loop. I need to do for I in tables. And then I need to map data.
You have two.
Kinda. I'll clean them up. I just wanna see the.
I really nested.
Yeah, not really nested. Well, kinda, because I'm running a for loop inside. Yeah, it is.
Tables are based.
Map data. All right, let's see what happens here. So I can't use get text there. Bro, look at yourself.
I'm not even touching.
Good job, Block 7.
Okay, I did 5 and 6. I didn't do 7. 7. I didn't do 7, bro.
This man's like, I accept number 5.
I definitely did 5 and 6.
I accept number 6, but I do not accept number 7.
I'm fighting this. No,
missing
you're at 5,
variable. Guess the question will be, I'm working around the Google Classroom.
It's clipped.
Let me see. So I can't use get text. Where
the
heck can I use get? I can't remember where we used to get text before.
It has to be on a single thing.
That is a single.
It's not.
Just do print I.
It's not.
Yeah, I can print I. No, print I works. But print I gives me everything, and I want the text.
Row is not really the row. The row is the whole list of table data.
Ah, the row is the whole list.
It's the whole thing.
It's the whole list of that. Yeah.
So my question is, where's get?
Get. Get text comes from Beautiful Soup. So
That existed.
like that is what I don't think. I think so, but for different types. The get text function is for getting the actual values out of.
If you want to do a get text, you gotta do it on the thing where you found the table data.
Huh?
Remember how you inside of that did the find all, and then you did parentheses TD. You have to do the get text on that object.
So like
the
this?
return of that. Yeah, that's what you did last time.
All done.
You did a find all, but you did TD on the actual table row inside of that loop, and then you have to do the get text on that.
Oh, I forgot it. Why did I delete that line?
I don't know.
Undo. Ah.
Don't undo it. You're fine. We can just redo it.
Okay, so you're telling me, so the map data, I have to do, okay, gotcha. So
I.find all.
I have to do, that's what I meant to do. I think.
I think
Fine.
that's what you meant to do. Yeah.
I think that's what I meant to do originally, and I
then
forgot
do
what I was
the
doing.
TD
And TD.
dot get. Yeah, parentheses, and then do the get.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And then you
That makes get
should
text.
be good on that guy.
I want to touch my face so bad right
The itch.
now. Yeah. I mean, we're like inches from you. That's funny. What's up? Hold on, let me remove this out of the way. What's up, Horded? Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you. Select by class instead. Yes. So the reason we can't select by class is because the classes of these are they won't only get we can select the TR. We'll only get odd and even. It doesn't make. It's not good data.
There's no CSS class.
Yeah. Yes.
They're used for styling.
Yep. So we can do print. Okay. Let's do this.
That would work.
No. Find all. Navigable string has no find all. Oh, because this is still not a. Is this no longer a class? Is this no longer?
What is row?
Row is Row is one of the.
It's a TR.
It's a TR from tables.
So why can't you do the find all on the row?
Let me pull it out of the. Let me put this in the same thing as this down here. It can't. Oh, row.find all and then print. Yeah. Because find all is going to return a. Yeah. So it needs to be. It actually needs to be like.
Let me see.
It actually this needs to be like, this is the iterable item. This returns this find all returns a list. So like
that returns a list?
Yeah. Find all?
Oh, all the table data.
Find all returns a list. So we can do like just like test equals find all, and then really we can just print test. We can just return. We can just return test. And this should give us, if we print.
Let's see.
If we print this, yes, I needs to be row. And if we print this, it should give us a bunch of.
Let's see.
It should give us a bunch of lists. Nope. Unmatched. Too many. Yeah. All right, so we're calling. Let's see, we're still calling get text on the wrong thing. We're calling get text. We are. It has to be on the. Yeah, dang. Because this is going to be the list. We knew that. Can I call it here? I don't think I can call it here. It's going to have to be on whatever. It's going to have to be on individual items in here.
You got to iterate
so,
for test.
Ugh.
It's gross, right?
I don't know. We'll fix it. We just need
It's
to.
not that bad.
We need to just see it first. Like we don't know what we're doing.
That's the problem. That's not the problem right there. We're just guessing.
Super nested.
Yeah. But like we'll figure it out. Print.
You've seen nothing, sir.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
This ain't
you know.
nothing.
This is. You want to see some nesting? I'll show you some
Do
nesting.
chain casting and everything. We don't play around.
I want to know about the Python.
Okay. All right, and so we are getting. Look at this.
It's actually none.
Every other.
That seems just like the
It's such a weird. Yeah.
You know what they're doing this for like styling.
Yeah. Okay. No, not a problem. But what is this? The problem is this first or last?
Go up to the top.
Yeah, we gotta go to the top. Can't. No, but it's fine. I can print out the first item, or I can't.
Dang.
Probably modular. Well, we know 0 is none.
What would that tell us? We know that 0 is none. Do we know that 0 is none? But so does 1. Or so did 1. So okay. What? Okay. Wait. It also didn't get
Can we
text.
just look at
It
the
also
actual
didn't give us the text. Oh, it printed the actual. What? This is not what it should have printed. It printed out like the actual.
It's printing out the countries. It's not.
No,
That's all the data.
No, but it's not getting. It's not actually properly running. Oh, this is why it's not. Come on, you guys, let me.
Method.
You guys are letting me not be great. Is that from the print in map data? This is from the print in map data. Oh, actually, it's double. Oh, yes, that is what's happening. Thank you for that. We have 2 prints. We're printing here. We actually don't need this print. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what happens when we need YOLO code. All right, and so we're still getting the doo-doo.
Those are new lines, right? Just new lines.
Oh no.
Print something else. Like print I get text and then something else so we know how that's actually printing. Like
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like
Like
anything,
like
yeah, it's fine. Just so we can see what the hell's going on here.
I don't know why this just feels like something I should put in here. I don't know why.
Okay, so
It's every line.
it's every fucking line. I mean, every dang line. My bad.
You have a potty mouth. No.
Yeah, my bad.
They're all. I mean,
That's how I get with our programming.
like what are they though? Like we already printed out type. Type didn't help. So we don't know. We don't actually like. I don't know how to filter on these. I don't know how to like clean this data up. Does anyone know how to clean this data up? Bro, what? Bro, what? He's either clipping you 4 more times or
No.
or I don't know. I don't know what.
Touch my face again.
Okay. All right. Again, let's take a step back and let's think about what we're doing. Why are there? What is the extra? Look at the data again. What's all the extra stuff? We pull the TDs. What's in the TDs? Oh, maybe we can pull that. Oh, no, nope. Oh, that's gross.
What are you saying?
It's not gross, but
No, it ain't
no. This is a link inside of TD. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. TR. Why are there? I mean, we are getting the right data. We're getting the right data.
Hello.
I can't. The problem is I don't know how to find out what these empty.
Hello.
No, they all say hello.
I know. Thinking.
So those are lines. Let me see something real quick. If we already did this though. Is not equal to none. We already did this, so I don't think they're actually none. And I can do empty string next. Oh, I did 3. This is not JavaScript.
No JavaScript. Here we go.
Okay, and so it's obviously not none type.
Try new line character.
Yeah, new line. I don't think it's new line either. And
I thought it was / isn't it?
it should be because it changed colors.
Oh, fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
just
you're right.
I'll try.
I think you're right.
I never remember.
Yeah.
All right,
Never
and
remember.
And the last thing we can do is this, but they can't all be one space because some of them are okay. Some of them are one, some of them are two spaces.
Oh my god, this is terrible freaking data. This is horrible.
But
That's horrible.
That's another.
That's horrible.
I mean, you don't need to. You can just do You can do.
Why is this data so bad?
Add the table.
Gosh.
This is terrible. Don't do this.
Terrible.
There's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this. I'm gonna think of it in a second.
Yeah, count them. Yo, it's terrible.
Nope. Oh, or this needs to be and. No. If I get text. No. Or's right. Or it printed out more. If
It's not equal
to no space. Or why did it print out more? Or I is not equal to double O. So whatever those spots are, they're not. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I don't get it, but
So it might be better. So what are those? What are they? There's only one left. What is it? Huh? Bruh, hold on.
Can you just see if it doesn't contain text?
Huh?
If it doesn't, if
I'm assuming get test return. I mean,
yeah, like it's empty or something like that, or is it empty string? Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean,
actual object. Yeah, for that.
So like just in Python, I'm pretty sure you can do like this. Pretty sure you can just do that. Can you?
Does that return a bool? If I dot get text?
Pretty sure it returns a bool.
Let's try it.
It gives the same thing.
So same thing. So what is that space?
Just do it. So yeah, so we did that, but it's still even that wouldn't have none does evaluate defaults, but it still gives us there's another value in here that we don't know. So take a look at there's still a value that we don't know what it is, and every time we try to print out like the type or like we don't know what that is, and it's not telling us. So I'm not sure why. So strip will pull from beginning and end. But if we do strip first and then check for it might be a space string. So if we do
Hold on.
So if we do dot strip here. Oh no, we can't. Test for I. Hold on. Let's confirm something really quick. X equals, even if we strip the white space, not X, if X is how can I do this? Pass. That's not what I wanted to check. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. I wanted to say print. Well, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me go back into this. So we can strip it, but is in Python is an empty string falsy? Like is that a false value? I'm not sure that that's a false value. I.strip.get text. I
still don't see how this is gonna work. Like,
even if I put this in the print, I don't think this is gonna work. Untyped, not callable.
So what is an untyped?
Well, that's because I think when you do the strip, so like let me strip and see what it prints.
Yeah. This is 8 or 7 or whatever.
Well, so it needs to be stripped
Thank you.
beforehand because even a strip on an empty string will still do it. So get text dot strip is not equal to. So yeah, so then we're back to where we were.
So what do you think that space is? Like, you think it's you said a space string.
Not equal to. Okay, that's it's not equal to this. I mean, sure, that's fine because then I'll strip away if it's an extra. If it's just a white space object. Yes, that will do it. Well, so that does it because that just feels. So it does it because it'll get to that item. That item.
Strip out the white text.
It'll so it seems like we already were able to check against the ones that were actually empty strings.
Okay.
So those were getting fed out.
Filtered out.
So there were some that had random like space characters in them. Removes all the space characters, prints those out. Almost did it. I didn't do it. I did not touch I didn't do it.
Got you.
You were so close.
Literally space.
It's 10:30. Damn, I didn't even realize that. The
Fast.
reason that was fast.
Super fast.
So you see that? You see look at that Mastermind 1. I just want to let you know that I've been working on my discipline for a long time now. That's true.
Wow. Maybe. We'll find out.
I mean, I hope that this is all a joke.
No, I'm farther than 3 feet away.
I will be stuck in my house away from everyone for the next few days. For sure. Or not even a few weeks, to be honest. I gotta get Comcast to. First off, Comcast is
Garbage.
grade A garbage. They have good download speeds. They have booty cake upload speeds. Why are you gonna give me 600 megs down and give me 6 up? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, so we can't get files because Baltimore Comcast has a monopoly on Baltimore City due to the zoning and like utility rights. There's no FiOS in the city. You can only get Comcast or you can get satellite. Those are your options in the city. So you can get fast Comcast, but you can't get fast Comcast upload speeds. And that, as you guys know, move out of the city. I agree with you. No, I don't. No. I mean, I actually like it here. I actually like it here.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we can map our stuff,
That took a long time.
let's strip it out real quick. We're just gonna print out.
That's crazy.
Here, just ignore it. Here, we got this. Find all. Let's change the name. We don't need the name here to be test. We need to say for.
All your planks are the stop.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
That's
So
not
like
it.
every now and then there's a plank in this.
Okay, so for I in lines, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw these into a dictionary now.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Is that what you're doing with that list above?
Yeah. So we're gonna throw this in the dictionary, and
He's gonna be the name, and then the value's gonna be the.
and then so
Yeah,
for
cool.
I in lines, that's strip. We're gonna do. So basically, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna map. We're gonna try to map those values to the headers that are on the site. So we're gonna create a little dictionary with our country, and this object is, this dictionary is gonna have a country, and it's gonna map to the country. In total cases, it's gonna map to that, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna see if we can do that real quick. So let's map these bad boys out. But
What's up? Yes. Yes.
if we do that
For
though,
everything. Okay.
do we create? So like, do I create a bunch of dictionaries, or
What'd you need to do?
because this is going to go through every item, or do I create a list of dictionaries What do we? Let's do it for one first.
I don't like that.
Huh?
I don't like the list of dictionaries, but I also don't want to create a bunch of dictionaries.
Actually, let's just print it out first. Let's actually just print everything out first. So the lining up is going to be weird. So, but no problem. We got this. We got this. I go strip. We're gonna do. There's gonna be so many nested loops here. so that'll give us all the lines here, and then we can say for. No, we don't even need to do for. We can do print. Because of that I, does that I become an iterator number? So can we do print corona headers?
Oh, that's what you're saying. No, I don't think that's the iterator.
Corona header I and then print I.
That ain't gonna work.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think I is a number.
Huh? About to be. Nah, there's a way. Yeah, I think you're right. But oh well, I'm trying it anyway. Okay, that makes sense. But I can get that with wait, I can do this. Yeah. Thank you for I in range lines, baby. Do I have to do 0 to lines? I think I do too.
I think it's 0, yeah, comma.
Oh yeah, get at me, dog. Oh, but then you know what it is though. This is not gonna work either. Well, it's gonna work, but I have to change.
It's
the I
and
it's
Did you get like?
I have to do lines I.
Yeah, and for the line above it.
No, I'm not joking. I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Whoa,
that should work.
Okay, let's get some printing out. Oh. Object cannot be interpreted as a string. Result set for I in range 0 to lines. To line 2934. All right. So I can't find range. Oh, that's the same reason why I can't iterate over. This should be a list. I in range. Object cannot be interpreted as integer. That's interesting. So does it not return a? It does return a list. Check this out. You know what? I don't got time for this. Look at this. Look at this. How do you typecast to a list? Is it LST or is it list? I don't know. It's one of those two things. Will that work? Oh. Is it? I don't know what the.
I thought that would work.
I don't know why it would be LST. Pretty sure it's not LST. Yeah, it's definitely a list.
Hold on. So what's the actual error? What do we do?
Is that it's saying that it's an object and not a.
That I is an object.
That lines is not. Yeah, I don't think it's seeing it as a list.
Oh.
Or
it should. It's a. Oh.
I thought find all returned a list.
It definitely did.
Doesn't lines is not an integer, so I'm pretty sure find all returns a.
It's definitely a list.
Beautiful soup. Find all.
Yeah.
Return list. Thought I returned a list. Use length lines to return the length of that list. Well, so if it's not an yes. So here's what we're gonna do. First, just so we can see.
Oh.
Huh?
It returns some iterable, but as long as it's iterable, it should work. It doesn't necessarily have to be a list, I would think. Range to work.
And what just happened? 34.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm missing a.
Let's see.
9. So it has a length. It has length.
There's a list.
So we did do, so yes, we did do for ion lines. For ion lines works. What we're trying to do now is we're trying to use an iterator to map it to the items that are in that headers list, which is why we're using for ion range, so that the I is now an iterator rather than the thing, like the key itself, so that we can refer to the things that are in the Corona headers thing here. But like length for lines works. Because lines is, I need to do, okay, I'm an idiot. And you guys told me what to do. You guys should be meaner and tell me exactly what to do. You should be meaner and tell me, you said it, and I instead did not do.
Oh my God.
We're so stupid. We're so dumb. See, dude. I'm telling you, I promise you, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. It's just, I don't know. It's harder when you're not here.
That makes sense.
It's harder when you're not here. So, okay.
That makes sense.
So, all right, we got a little bit of mapping, and it looks right. Country, U.S. Virgin Islands, total cases 2, active cases 2, top cases 19. So let's see if we can check. This is only a couple items.
That looks right. Total cases, active cases, top cases.
There's only four items.
That's not
all right, so let's check this out real quick. So let's check the Virgin Islands and let's see what we're missing. U.S. Virgin Islands. That did not. Because they don't have all the other stuff. Okay. So we probably should handle some MD values.
What about the ones who do?
But I wonder if the MD values aren't like. I wonder if there's
They're
no
not empty,
HTML.
Empty. What do you mean empty?
I wonder if that's all the stuff that we removed.
We definitely removed it.
I wonder if it's all these MD values.
Mm-hmm. It is, because Kat just told me about that on the side.
Okay, so I wonder if any of them have all of the stuff. So we're mapping it. Okay. So we can't do, we can't.
Dang.
It's okay. It's okay. This is good to know.
Well, we can handle that. If it's
we should definitely do a
if there's no data in that, then okay, so how are we doing this? So for this, if this is not equal to that, strip it out and then print that. Oh, we can't do that because we stripped it out.
You are. Hold on, let's see. Right. What's up, Matt? I mean, I'm a child, and I want to say your name.
What, Neopes?
No, I want to say.
Dix? I'll say that.
I want to say, what's up, Maddox12? What's up, man? I switch. Since I is static. You are, aren't you? I don't know what you are, aren't you means. With headers, it's linked. Oh yeah, but yeah. Oh, we're just not printing it. Yes, we're not. We're just not printing because it'll error if we don't. So you are right. You're right. I've been trying to install Arch Linux for the past hour. I can't get it to work. So I mean,
OG Jake.
Yes. Maybe you should try. Maybe you should try to install like I don't know if they still have. What was there's a Antergos or Manjaro if you want. I don't know. Okay, so you're right. You are correct that the numbers would be mapping it right, but what's not is when the get text is empty, it will not print. So here's what we need to do. Actually, what we need to do is
if the get text is empty, it won't print.
Huh? If what it gets from the thing is empty, it's not printing, which makes sense.
Right.
So it'll map. It's just not printing. So the problem was when we removed, like if we just did this, it would fail. I'm pretty sure it fails because some of the iterable things come back as, so we could do a try. We could try catch it. Oh, maybe I just lied.
Active case is serious critical. No, it just doesn't have any numbers.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can set a default value there. This is okay. That's easy.
We just do it. Yeah, put zeros or whatever.
Huh?
Just put zeros in there.
Yeah. So
That's right.
So here's what we'll do. We'll leave this on the same line, and we'll just say the value. Say val equals. If it's empty, val equals.
I just set it to 0.
0.
Line above it.
Val equals 0.
No. Set it to the actual value.
Huh?
Set it to, if it doesn't equal that, set it to the actual value.
Oh, okay.
And then put val 0 on the line above it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we want to set it to 0 first? That's fine.
Yeah, set it to 0 first, but above line before the if statement, essentially.
We want to default it to 0. That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
With yank. Actually, I probably should have just removed it completely.
Yeah.
That feels weird, but that's fine.
I do this all the time. Literally all the time.
It feels. I mean, it makes sense, and I can't think of a better answer. So I think that's fine, actually. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I messed up.
I don't know what was there before. There we go.
I don't want this to be that. I want this to be this, right?
Yeah, you want to set lines that get text. Actually, you don't, because that's gonna give you the cities too.
No, but we're checking for it to be empty after the stripping. This right?
Yeah, but you're gonna get. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. That's why we can't set the
cities.
That's why we can't set the val. Huh? Well, the city will never be empty.
But sometimes the val is gonna be. I think. So,
oh, you're saying it. Well, it's a variable. Can you change in Python? Can you change the type of a variable? Let's find out. Let's find out right now.
Yes.
In Python, you can.
I don't know what we're printing.
X first equals 0. This is sloppy. We shouldn't do this. Can I now do X equals yes
or whatever? Yeah.
I can. So that will work, even though that's gross.
Super gross.
I mean, either way, we're doing it. We're doing it because it's 10:48, and I touched my face. I'm sorry.
Variable.
Yeah, so that's a lot of extra code. There's a lot of extra code when we can solve it like this. a lot of extra code when I actually like val.
Whoa, what happened to the code? Remove some stuff?
Did I?
This does not look like the latest. You had val and stuff. Where's all that stuff at?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, you probably didn't save it. Maybe.
I didn't exit. Oh. Hold on. I know what happened.
You got two copies on?
There we go. Yes.
That's why.
I vimmed it instead of going back into the process that we were at. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Count. 0 all rows. Yeah. Oh wait. I hate how that's not. Let me paste this in so this looks a little bit better.
Count equals 0. All rows.
Let's see what this looks like when I paste it in. It's going to be poorly formatted, but we can format it.
You must have tried this like locally for him.
Yeah. You can't paste in. Darn it. Control A. No, Control. Whoa, what is that?
What are you doing here?
It's going up. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was going to the beginning of the line.
You're iterating, sir.
Huh?
You are iterating. It is increasing those numbers.
I know.
That's weird.
Okay, I'm struggling. Hold on.
What is happening?
Oh, it's because Okay, so that was weird. I've never seen that before. Control A is how you get to the beginning of the line, but it just started iterating instead of going to the beginning of the line. Oh, probably because I wasn't. Well, okay, whatever. So all rows. Row for count if all row count. All right, let's read through that real quick. Count 0, all rows, empty list, row, empty list. 4, TD in soup.find all TD. So it's gonna find every TD in this list here. Row, we're gonna add that to td.getText, and we're gonna add td.getText to row. Okay.
Rows.
Add one account. If count equals 9, so that's when it gets to the end. All rows.append row. So all rows.append. I don't think that works.
Row is a list at this point.
So it's gonna be a list of row equals empty row. I am so confused.
So it's a for loop. I see what he's doing, I think.
Huh?
So it's going through TD get text, getting the table data, appending to the row.
I got it.
Increasing the count. At the end, when the count equals 9, because it's only 9.
So basically taking the whole group
and
of
appending it to all rows. Yeah.
Yes. That's interesting. That is.
I don't know if it'll work, but I see what
it will work. It'll work. It will work. That will work. But then we'll have, and then we set row equal back to 0. See, and that I think that's why I did it. See, this is why I don't like the relying on the count. I think that's dangerous in data.
It is,
but
very dangerous.
But that would work here. They are all 9. They are all 9 rows. But it can be dangerous in data. But I think that's fine.
And then he says print all rows.
Find all TDs. I think this works without. I think this works with. Or TD in soup.find. Okay. Hold on. I think we can use part of what you have and part of what I have. So we're gonna only have 9 in the one that we already have because the way we're breaking it down. This way, the way that you have it, we won't have to do this part. Like breaking down the tables, we won't have to pass in the tables to the function. This will. So like, actually, I could remove everything like this.
I think what you had was gonna work actually.
Yeah, it'll work, but we can see this run.
Yeah.
What do we want down to here?
Yeah.
Count 0, all rows. I need to change anything. This will put it into. So let's just print out all rows.
Yeah. Let's see what we get.
You definitely can do it on Windows. You can do also on Windows. It's because soup.find for us is actually Corona soup and not soup. Okay, so we could print out each of these. We could do for I in all rows. Or we could say for row or whatever. Let's just print them. Let's see what they look like real quick. I think it looked right. This looks like it's good. Okay. Yeah, so this looks good. Their lists. Ooh, this is interesting. I wonder what these characters are inside of here.
Crazy.
The only problem now is
those characters are weird.
That's very weird.
That is so weird, dude.
Now the only problem is when we add in the headers, like when we tell what each of these numbers are, it's gonna push the formatting pretty substantially. But that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. So when we do append, we want to actually append.
We want to append the list.
Huh?
Row is an array. So
row is a list. But you can have a list of dicks. Dicks.
Yeah, bits.
Dicks. I said it right. Can't you? I think you can do this. Oh no, because TD's not gonna be an iterator. Actually, it's better if you select it by TR. So that is what we did originally. So that's what we were doing here. We were passing in all the information from the TR. We selected TR up top. And so right now we're not using tables. I agree. It's safer if we use the TR because then we're not having to handle the number of iterations. We're not relying on the data. And so we were getting this. Ours was just in a different format. But we can stick with whatever paradigm. The only problem is now we would have to do the range thing again to get the iterator. Or I can use count. No, I can use count actually for this because you gave us an iterator. So this would work still. We can do a count. Does this work? Can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. It didn't change colors. That hurt.
Whoa.
Huh? If it didn't change colors, I don't know if I like it, but I'm gonna run it anyway.
That's a bad boy.
Okay. So it did work, but then again, obviously, all of our stuff is weird. Our formatting is a bit weird, so we're able to tell. We can also just create we can also not make it a dictionary to make it a little cleaner, and we could just concatenate some strings for those for that as well. So we could actually append. We could actually do this.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm following.
Huh?
Not sure I'm understanding.
We can instead of making that a dictionary, so it's printing out all the dictionaries, we could actually append this.
Oh, the strings in place?
The strings in place.
Ah, gotcha.
Instead, it should clean it up just a bit.
Oh.
It does clean it up just a bit, but not a ton. So let's get some better output.
Yeah.
Real quick, we're deep into it now, but print. Pprint. I know it's a pretty print for Python. What does it get? Let's see what pprint gets us out of the box. We just
We really don't need that Corona headers at all, actually. Think about it.
huh?
We really don't need Corona headers at all. 'Cause they
Uh,
give you the column names with the printouts.
huh? Who does?
Like when you actually printed it out, I saw
That's because I gave it the column names.
you actually gave it. I didn't see that. Where? Go back to code. Let me see.
That's what we're just doing.
Ah, God.
Yeah, but yeah. Besides that, it'll just give you the values. What happens if we pprint this instead? So pprint is like a pretty printer. It allows you to do a little stuff. This shouldn't change it that much. Module is not. What does it say? Pprint module object is not callable. Or did I not? I did import it.
Unless it's.
Is that not how I import it? And then I called it. Let's see. Import pprint. That looks. Oh, pp.pprint.
Yeah.
That's whack.
Yeah, put that pp in there, man.
Got a pp to pprint.
No.
Oh, it must be pprint dot, because if I imported it as import pprint, you could specify.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's interesting. Okay.
Pprint stuff.
Lame sauce.
Yeah, formatter. Hold on. So we probably could use this to format. Okay. Whack. We're not doing that.
Lame sauce.
Let's see. You can actually do all this in one line. Yeah. You should do something to make the blanks 0. Didn't we do that? Oh, I did that up top. So I did that. We did that here.
Strip.
We made them 0 here. Let's make them 0 here using the code that was passed to us. Let's do that real quick. Huh?
Throw a pen.
Oh, this is the format, the string that gets passed in
Something like that.
with the header. Yes. So let's account for td.getText. If td.getText dot strip equals strip equals this, I think. And I have to do the same thing that I did up top. I have to do val equals 0 or like an else, or just put it up top, but or else like val equals td get text and then pass in val right here, unless there's another way. Stupid p print. All right. So we got zeros now.
Okay,
that looks
yeah.
better.
That looks okay.
It looks better
Why is it +3?
because it's in the data
That's what it
itself.
looks like?
The data itself, as like it's being updated. Where is it? There we go. It is in fact showing what's new.
Oh, this is like real time. Okay. Holy crap.
So I wonder if it's plus on.
Dang, Italy. Woo.
Oh, it changed up already. And then you can take all this data. Italy's, yeah, I mean, Italy's not doing good right now.
That's crazy.
I wonder if we could take the. Now that we have all this drama in here, I wonder if we could. So it should be different every time.
It should be because it's getting updated live, right? Like
It looks like it is. I saw that.
I don't
So
see the numbers
this is
changing.
I don't see them either. I wonder if it's because it's giving back cache data. Cause like if I do like a curl -I. I wonder how the request package operates. 200. Yeah, I just got 200s. It's not changing.
Huh. Refresh the page. Is it changing?
It is changing when I do it. That was like 89.56 or something. 65. Maybe, but it should be getting at least this same data. Oh, but I might be getting cache data actually.
And that the first time it was on that page was old. Like we started on it at 8 o'clock or 8:30.
Hard reload.
It could be just updated from that. That might be right. 89.65.
But how come? I did a hard reload. This some booty.
89.43. Why are you getting 89.43?
Where you see that at?
The very bottom.
All of mine are 89.43.
Huh.
Which
Why is it?
it's a cache response. I bet you if we like watch this. I bet if I that actually might work. Streams.
Weird.
Oh, same thing. I don't know. We're getting a little bit of caching going on, but all right. Well, why is it? I could check all the like headers and stuff to see what the request package. What time is it? Oh man, we gotta end. Request headers.
No, 8:45 was. You shouldn't have to. If it's a new GET request, it should be a new GET request. You shouldn't have to specify anything to make real GET requests and not cache GET requests. Actually looking at documentation, this is rare.
Encoding, response content, custom headers, get URL read headers equals headers, and then I can, if I do a get headers equals headers, I think I can print out. Oh no, never mind. That's setting custom headers. I want to see. Hold on. Python requests C headers.
Oh, you use Postman.
Whack. No, I mean, it's not get origin slash. Oh. This is a wacky. Like, our request.
Oh wow.
Request dot headers.
Go, you know. Yeah.
R dot request dot headers.
It might remove them though.
Let me see if I can. I'm just checking this for my own.
Yeah, you're really curious about this.
I'm very curious. So I can do page dot request dot headers. I think.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to see. I want to see the headers that are coming back from this. I'm very interested to see what.
Oh, when you actually got the data, or when it was.
Like, I just want to see why it's. I want to see why it's. I want to see if I can see why it's giving us cache data. I want to see if it's actually giving us cache content or not. And I just need page headers. That would make more sense, to be honest. Didn't keep alive. What's the status code? Oh, I could have just checked the status code. Doesn't it give me back the status code by default? I think if I don't actually do anything else, it gives me back the status code. And I wonder if I'm getting 200s or 304s. Getting back 200s. Okay. I don't know why it's giving us the same data over and over again, but
it's weird.
We'll figure it out later, or not, or we'll never figure it out.
Or not.
But it doesn't really matter.
Huh?
We got some. We did something.
8.943?
JavaScript is better. Prove you wrong. JavaScript is better for dealing with JSON. I agree. JavaScript, I actually do like JavaScript, even though I also hate JavaScript at the same time. We do have a love-hate relationship. Yeah, it's probably caching. It's weird because it's giving me a 200 back. And the site itself, like from everything I can see, is not actually delivering any cache data. Maybe
That's so weird.
Maybe the request,
The process.
the way the request package is handling this might be. I don't know how to like.
Can you flush it or like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a.
It might only give like.
Yeah, certain requests. I probably would actually have to pass it some specific headers to not get this cache content. To get a new request content. Yeah. All right. Well, we created the most useless Corona scraper ever. But what do we learn? What do we learn here? Again, a little bit more practice using Beautiful Soup and the request package. We learned a little bit more about making web requests. And then we just practiced using kind of Beautiful Soup to pull out some specific information. We practiced using some of the basic tools that we've learned in the beginning to kind of loop through and gather data. We used the type function to figure out what we were getting back. And we used a lot of different tools to get back information about the things we were trying to solve so that we could try to make better answers for these things, but in the end, we kept it real simple. Thank you for the help. Who was it? Horded. We ended up using your code. Thank you. There we go. I'll leave this code in here because this works. This will work as well. And someone can mess around with that. Same thing. If you want to mess around with a function or something, I don't know, just you can mess around with this code. I don't know what you would want to do with this data. Maybe you could do something like, maybe we'll try to do something like, you could take this, and although, again, this page already does it for you, maybe you can run it every so often and start to do some diffs and start to see what the total increase is. Like it's showing what the increase is across different places. Maybe if it actually gives you updated values, you can go through and you can, for your own inside of your own terminal, determine what the increase is every 5 minutes or so, what the average is or something like that. So you can, I don't know, you can do a bunch of fun stuff with it. I mess around. Again, it is already here, but maybe you want to see what you can do on your own. I think there's a lot of value in that. Also, there's a lot of value in that because you can confirm your data, like you can confirm you're doing things properly because this will also update accordingly. Maybe you just want to take all the information that's in here and add it up and see if you are able to loop through or iterate through all of the options that are there and calculate the totals and stuff. Maybe you can see if you can get those numbers yourself, check if they equal the actual ones on here, which is nice. Or calculate the ones, or check if they're equal to the ones in the data, since that is in fact in the data down here as well. But
like timestamp your results paired over time.
Yeah, you can do that.
Stored in a
Text file. I would like, just for something like this, I would store a text file. But yeah, it should. I agree. It should not be giving us. It should not be caching data. I don't know why. It's different. No.
It's not the same.
Where
8943 is the same.
Still the same. What's up, Wuhong 8. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why this is really, actually, we're gonna Google one more thing. Have you guys checked out the data set? Yes, we have checked out that data set, not on their GitHub though. But we did. We just want to do a little bit of fun web scraping. It might actually be fun to do some I know very little like data sciencey things. It might be kind of fun to kind of take this information and see what we can like what we can actually do one day for people who have no idea like how to really do data sciencey stuff. It might be kind of fun to kind of hop in and take this data and number crunch it. I don't know. Yeah,
that'd be cool. I know nothing.
Maybe we can get Mr. M to come through.
We need him.
We know someone who's really amazing at data science.
Pro.
He's a data science pro. Maybe we'll try to have him come through one day. I don't want to give out names.
Yeah, no name. Yeah,
I don't want to name drop. No name dropping. We have checked this out before. What were you saying? No. Steven Eats. You
can be a part of it, brother.
If you're amazing at data science, and particularly if your name starts with an M, which it sounds like it doesn't. If you know some data science, hey, let us know. I would love to. Cool. I would love to mess around with some data science stuff. I need to learn some more math, I feel like, but that's fine. I know how to do. I know PEMDAS, and I know the order about. I know. I know PEMDAS. That's about it.
Foil.
What is? Oh yeah. First outer, inner, last. Yeah. PEMDAS, hey man, I taught you guys PEMDAS again. When we got to the arithmetic operator section, I taught you guys that. Should do a stream learning some Panda? Yeah, I would love to do a stream. Like, I think one of the interesting things is when I first started streaming, because I was streaming about DevOps, like that's the thing that like I know a lot of things about. Like I know a lot about DevOps. People thought I knew like everything. And like people asked me questions, I was like, bro, I don't know. What are you talking about? But I think it would be fun to kind of do some streams like of us like learning some crap. Well, Most of our streams lately have been us learning crap
stuff
that we don't know. But yeah, just learning that stuff just to show like what that process is like.
It'd be super fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I've heard good things about Panda. I think that would be very exciting.
Record us learning.
What's up, Terry Andrew Davis? How you doing?
That'd be great.
I was gonna record 100 Days of Coding Rust. Like now's the perfect time to do 100 Days of Code. I was gonna start it up like a week ago, but it seemed like a weird time because like the boot camps are ending. The 100 Days of Code might be perfect to start off immediately as soon as the boot camps are done, which is at the end of next week, or like right at the start of April might be the perfect time to start off that 100 Days of Code for sure.
Pretty cool.
What are your streams usually about? So great question. Monday, Wednesday are Python, introduction to coding with Python. It's not learning Python. It's learning the basics of coding, software development, but we're just using Python as a language. So these topics can apply, kind of across the board. On Sundays and Tuesdays, we do DevOps. That covers a wide variety of things. Containers, we did Kubernetes, absolutely. So if you do ! YouTube, you can check out the YouTube channel. All these streams go up there. There's a playlist on there that has all the containers. We did 4 parts of containers. We did 2 with Docker, like an introduction to containers, like a container management one, and then 2 about container orchestration, one using just kind of local container orchestration using Docker Compose, and then one with Kubernetes. So yes, we did in fact do some Kubernetes stuff. Yes, you are right. We are not far enough apart, but like you're right. We will be. I'm going to take all my stuff home. And probably stream from home for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I mean maybe not today, but yeah. Yo, I'm not trying to get the Rona. My favorite language is Golang. We can still do the team thing can still work, or you can come up well. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's the same thing.
We'll figure it out. Go is my favorite language currently. I don't know Rust. Okay. I want to learn Rust. All right. But yeah, Go is my favorite language. Again, anyone who's interested in learning Go, I'm actually teaching. Me and Terrence are actually doing a.
Be safe out there.
GopherCon at if they I don't know if it's going to get pushed back or not, but we're actually teaching the advanced course there. So we're going to be doing profiling, and we're going to be doing tracing and all kinds of stuff for Go, just kind of teaching you how to take your Go to the next level. That's what's called next level Go. But it's going to be pretty fun. Kind of just after you've learned all of the syntax and you're comfortable with Go, like how do you really when you care about performance, what do you do? So concurrency, channels, things like that, different currency patterns. So again, you see me struggling with Python. I'm far more familiar with Go, to be honest. I do want to learn Rust though. I really want to learn Rust, to be honest. Everything new that's cool is built in Golang, yes. And another reason I learned Go is because I am a DevOps engineer, and almost all DevOps tools are built in that, and I wanted to be able to contribute to it. So that is why. What inspired me to do IT and programming? So me personally, 100% honest, is I liked computers. I always liked just messing with stuff. So I actually wanted to be a mechanical engineer.
Wow. Okay.
And then I got to college and I was doing a track and field team, and mechanical engineering wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Took one math class. Like, nope.
No, I mean, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And I got an internship, actually. I was fortunate enough to get an internship with the NIH, National Institutes of Health, with their Center for Information Technology. And so I was like, cool, I can make a job out of this.
Nice.
And yes, and I did terrible in school, and then someone hired me. So
I stumbled into it.
And then I just kind of, just relaxed for a while and just lived. And then once I saw like how much opportunity there is in tech, like there's so much opportunity. Like yes. I've lived a good life so far off of the tech industry, all the time.
That guy, makes
do it for the money.
Yep.
I didn't do it for the money.
Make a stream where you build Kubernetes. I mean, if you're talking about setting up entire Kubernetes cluster from scratch, that will take that'll take days.
Will it take days for real?
It'll take 8 hours. It'll take 8 hours.
That's crazy.
It'll take 8 hours of me heads down doing it. But yeah. Let's see. Appreciate it, Adam. Appreciate you tuning in. It's Walt Disney Dolphin Resort. Yes, it is in Orlando at the Walt Disney Dolphin Resort. Python and Go's. I failed at thermodynamics. So I took a thermodynamics course. That was super interesting to me. Like that stuff is very interesting to me. So again, I am as I started diving deeper into like the mechanical nature of things, like I was super into planes and like cars and stuff. Thermodynamics is super interesting because thermodynamics was the first time I realized, like, that was the first time I learned that like F1 cars will like they will break, they will like
literally disintegrate.
They're like,
apart.
well, not even come like they won't work if you go too slow because of the thermodynamics and the way that the heat and the fluid moves through the car and like what it needs to actually like do things. I was like, what? There's cars out there that like you can go too slow in. Like it was like, yeah, and I actually think that was one of the bigger things that kind of got me into cars as well. It was like learning.
Have you ever driven one?
No, there's not really a lot of opportunities, and I'm probably too big to be honest. Like they have some experiences, but they're all kind of fake. But yeah, I just went in for the money. I mean, I continued in tech for the money. There's a lot of other things that I like to do. But yeah, there's a lot of money in it, and that is honestly because of that. That's why we're here doing this right now. Is like show people that like there's just so much opportunity. Like let's
I wouldn't say that's why I got into it in college level.
That's not why I got into college
18,
level.
I was thinking about the money.
That's why I dove in deeper into it from like 23 to 26. I definitely chased the money from 23 to 26, 27.
I chased the money at some point.
I chased the money until I got here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about how fun it is, though.
It can be fun. It can be fun.
You get to build gadgets.
It can.
I can't see that.
It can be fun. It can definitely be fun.
Yeah, tell them you can build gadgets.
Let's see. There's money. Yes.
You definitely don't need a degree for it, which is why we're here.
Tesla stocks are on 361. That's pretty good. You do not need a degree. You don't need a degree.
No.
So just like that's another reason. Like so tech is super interesting because everyone's idea of the barrier, like of where the barrier is for entry, is like way off. Like the skill level, like the skill barrier is a little bit high, but the rest of your life skills don't matter quite as much. I think even in tech, like it's getting more and more important to have a lot of the softer skills, but there's still plenty of space for people in the industry who lack those soft skills as well. So there's just so many jobs, like there really are. So I don't know. I really like it. Recent CS grad, no job so far. Do not sweat it. Keep applying. Reach out. First off, send us an email. Send it to either, I'll post it here, T-Bell at mastermind.io. Hey. Or A Brooks A Brooks at Mastermind. We really need a resume dot at Master. Yeah, but send it there. Shoot it over.
No.
Who can cut? Hey, if you can fake it, like we will. So something else we don't push it super hard right now because we're still kind of building it. But we do want to be engineering advocates. Like we've been in the industry for a while. We know the tough parts of going through the going through the process. Like we know how hard it is to figure out how to present what you know and like really advocate for yourself when this is your. You haven't yet learned how to navigate the industry. We will be that for you, to be honest. But we're working on that. We're making some connections with companies, organizations who are kind of trusting what we know, trusting kind of what we're doing. We're building trust with that. Like you can believe that if we are vetting someone,
We say they're
you
able
know,
to do the
and we'll
job.
say able to do the job. Like because we're really gonna vet the job as well. That's something that a lot of recruiters don't do. Is like they don't vet the job. Like they don't know what the real job is that people are hiring for. Like we need to talk to the hiring manager. We need to talk to the team to find out. Like, all right, you say you need a Ruby on Rails engineer with 20 years experience. Like, do you really? Like, is that what you really need? So we're working on that process right now. So definitely send that stuff over, like a Ruby on Rails or something. I don't know, but yeah. You didn't use a mastermind. Yes. Worst case, they say no. But we will not be doing any coding tests. I have a.
You feel a certain way about them.
I feel very strongly about the use of coding tests, not because of their existence, but until people start to take into account creating coding tests to one.
Language agnostic.
Not even. I mean, yeah, language agnostic, but it needs to be attributed to the skills that you're going to need on the job. Can't be arbitrary. Oh, I believe that if you know this much JavaScript, you can do this job. Like, I think that's ridiculous. I think it's wild. I also think there's a significant portion of coding tests that that people fail off of nerves. Yeah. And so I think that there has to be a significant amount of relationship building before you can ask someone to do a coding test with you. But yeah, that's all.
You gotta allow pseudocode a little bit too, because like.
I mean, if you want me to take a look at if you want your resume looked at live on stream,
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm with that. If they okay with that. My coding test, but it was awesome.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know Angular and got hired for it. Yeah, because it's not the test wasn't created to determine whether or not you knew the job. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. That's how they hired you. But like,
see how you think, how you break down problems,
and I completely understand that. Yeah. And I think those things are important. I think those are the things that are more important. But again, I just think that people don't do it right. No, my number one interview tip is not to lie. My number one interview tip is to believe in the things that you said, whether or not you actually. No, I'm joking. Don't say that.
Important thing for programming.
What is it?
If you know how to, you can wrap your head around variable assignment. That is the most important. Any language.
I mean, that's true. What resources did I use to learn more advanced stuff? So I learned first, so I come from a systems background. So I came from like a systems administrator, like Linux administration background. So I'm one of those DevOps people that came from the ops side of things. And so when I dove into programming, I learned enough. Like I was like good at bash scripting and stuff. And so it was an easy move to like basic Python stuff to do like simple systems automation and stuff. But when I dove into Python, when I dove into Golang, I wanted to like really step up my software game. And so the first thing I did was take a course on Udemy. Let me actually pull it up for you from a guy. Actually, I might have to go into this account. From this person.
Yeah, do it, man.
I forgot his name, but it's a Go course. It is a Go course. It's not a super advanced Go course, but it's it is a Go course where it's really a computer science course, it's long, and it says I have time left, but I actually finished this whole course a while ago. I forgot what this guy's name, Todd McLeod or something. He's weird dude. The way he records it, he's super smart. But it's really a software course, which helped a lot.
Nice.
And it's long, but he teaches a lot of the applied concurrency and stuff in here. So you get kind of mid-tier stuff here.
That's how you learn to Go?
That's how I originally started diving into Go.
Okay.
There's a packed publishing course by a guy named Johnny Borsico, who's like one of the big Go champions. It can be. There's a Go standard library solutions, which was I shouldn't have clicked allow. Go
It's
standard. I don't want. Why is don't allow? Don't. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible site.
Yeah.
So then there's Go Standard Library Solutions, which was surprisingly good. It actually helped me with some of the advanced concepts because I knew some of the basics. Like Go Standard Library has a lot of cool stuff in it. So this helped as well. And then the last thing is Go for Guides. These people are amazing, actually. But they have some videos and workshops and stuff that kind of go pretty deep. So check out their courses as well.
They're gonna be at GopherCon too, right?
They're gonna be at GopherCon too, I believe. But yeah, this was like, if you have some time and you want to, and you don't have a CS background, I really recommend this course. Even if you're using a different language, I highly recommend this course. Like highly. It's really, really good. And yeah, I can put it in there. I can share. Let's see. Copy.
Basement, bedroom.
It is not free, but it is Udemy, so do not buy it if it's more than $9. They have like if it's not on sale, it'll be on sale tomorrow. See, look at that. Every course for as low as $10.99. So it's $10.99 right now. Again, it's 45 hours, and it's a lot of content. But again, if you care about learning,
you want to learn.
I can't overstate it.
Dude.
It's
seriously.
I mean, but you have a CS background, like
yeah.
So
he goes over everything.
Like yeah, so it wasn't just a Go course. So like, there's some Python ones on here, like the Python Bible and stuff, where basically they're just like, I'm going to teach you Python. Okay. Like I'm just going to teach you Python, and so you learn the stuff. It's great, but because I had the context already of the industry, like I had been around all this stuff, and like I've been doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then to take it and like really get into the nitty gritty of like how these things work and to really understand what's happening behind the scenes, like was super valuable for me in particular. Again, probably not for everyone. Probably everyone doesn't need this level of like, look out, like it's so much stuff.
It's a lot of stuff, dude.
It's so much stuff. Like, yeah, it's really good.
I love it. Okay, cool.
And there's a lot of stuff, but most of them are pretty clean to the point. Yeah. Let's see. You can soon to be sponsored by LaCroix. Absolutely. We're going to finish up our peach pear.
That is happening.
Can you give a top 3 what it teaches? Yeah. So what I think one of the first things was I thought it had one of the better Go concurrency sections, like learning how, like understanding kind of how Go routines work, understanding like blocking calls and things like that, like the different concurrency patterns that you can kind of practice. I think was super valuable for me, even though I understood the concept of concurrency. I think the implementation of concurrency can be pretty tough. And then on top of that, little things like how I'm trying to think. I learned something early on where I was like, I knew what this was. I thought I knew what this was, but I didn't really understand it until he said it, and I felt dumb for not knowing what it like. Maybe it might have been something dumb, like understanding pointers or something. Like I knew what pointers. I don't think that was it. I don't remember what it was actually.
Pointers took me a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and interfaces was interesting for me too. I struggled with the concept of like, I understood what they were for.
Yeah,
I did not. I thought I understood what they were for. I had a lot of trouble. You do need interfaces. You need like understanding like kind of how to create them properly and like what to like. I don't know. It's really weird. I think I had trouble because originally, I think I still have trouble actually with some of my object-oriented principles.
Concepts, yeah.
And so coming to something that wasn't immediately object-oriented and the way that Go uses things, I think that made sense in my mind a little bit better, like just the structure of Go.
I really want to talk about all that stuff on that.
Yeah,
camp stuff. Get into the nitty gritty of software.
And Go was the first thing that made me start understanding why people cared about one language more than the other. At first, I was like, Yeah, they all just do that. Like, they just do what you want. Just pick one. Like, they do what you want. And it wasn't until I started using Go where I was like, oh, like.
Yeah, Go does things a little differently.
Thoughts on the best CI/CD tool for containerized infrastructure running on Kubernetes? I've never used CodeFresh.
For people who like to use stable libraries.
I've never used CodeFresh. I mean, honestly, they all kind of do what you're gonna do. I mean, if you're running on Kubernetes, I mean,
That's true. Good point.
so you're saying is this pipeline natively for? You're saying it's natively for Kubernetes or? Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I know stuff. I know Kubernetes. I'm not a Kubernetes expert. I don't think many people are Kubernetes experts. And all the CI/CD that I've been doing, I've used a lot of different CI/CD platforms, and I can kind of make any of them work for what I need. So I don't know if there's ones that are specific for Kubernetes. I'm not sure. Drone.io. Let's check that out as well. I definitely want to do way more. Like, honestly, that's probably what you're going to be seeing the most of when we're off. When we're off season, or like not off season, but off boot camps, is a lot of Kubernetes stuff because I want to personally dive way deeper into Kubernetes and to help people solve problems using Kubernetes. That's interesting.
Kubernetes is just like a Docker replacement.
It's an orchestrator, so it's much bigger than it's not a replacement for Docker. It can use Docker as
It's an orchestrator.
no, it uses Docker. Like Docker is the underlying engine, or there's other underlying engines. You can use other container platforms, but it's not a Docker replacement. It's used to orchestrate lots. Like basically, Docker is good for Docker. The technology allows for containerized applications. Kubernetes allows you to manage lots of them, lots of containers. Lots of Docker containers or whatever container platform they allow kind of at once at scale.
Your mind right, Kit Kat.
Use Docker here.
Yeah, it's overkill for most things.
I thought they were similar, but
Ooh, so Travis is a giant headache for Kubernetes deployments. Where are you deploying your Kubernetes stuff to? I think that matters. Where's it going? What's up, those? I think it was those who stay or stray. What's up? What's up, Burger Love? Have you ever looked at the ambassador? Man, y'all know all of the. All right, man.
Kit Kat is out.
have a good one, guys.
There you go.
Ambassador. I think I've heard of Envoy. I think I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Yes, I have heard of this. I've never used it yet, but I have heard about
Fair
it.
enough.
How do you deal with imposter syndrome? Yeah, when it flares
Link to
up.
the video.
I did make a video on it. On my, if you do exclamation points YouTube, there's a video on there. It's like one of the 3 non-stream videos on there. But to me, the best way to kind of get over imposter syndrome is to do exactly like
Work.
So yes, but like I think it's to be a part of other community, like be a part of communities or be around other engineers who can help you put things into perspective. I think imposter syndrome strikes when you don't have the context of where you're supposed to be, and you're kind of just you're judging your own merits against other factors that just don't make sense. Like, yeah, you may be working at an organization and maybe there's 2 other engineers on your team and they're way smarter than you, but I mean, they might have 20 years of more experience than you, and you may be way farther ahead of where they were at that time. Like, you need the context. The context is super important of like where you are and where you should be. And I think it would help to also like ask. It's hard to do. It really is hard to do. But ask the people around. Like, when you start to feel that way, start to have conversations with people who are around to see your skills, to see what you're doing. Like, hey, can you talk to me about not only the things that I could improve on, but talk to me about the things that you think I'm strong at? Because we usually don't focus on the things that we're good at. We kind of only focus on the deficit, and that's a problem. To be 100% honest, those things that you're good at probably far outweigh the things that you're bad at. But you're probably just, in that moment, you're probably just focused on those bad things.
I did the exact opposite when I started out. When I started out, after my job in college, the first job I got, I had imposter syndrome very badly. I felt like everybody was smarter than me. Yeah. They were all, not only could they do Java, they could do Java, C, and C++. I was like, I can't do any of that. I can only do Java. I felt bad, but I just got over it by I just worked and worked and worked and worked. And eventually I caught up, and eventually they were relying on me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say do that, because I burned out very quickly doing that. Do what he says, actually talk to people, and ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Like, more times than not, they're willing to help you. Don't feel embarrassed by it. Don't feel ashamed. Hopefully you got good coworkers that will actually help you. Won't make you feel bad for asking questions. There's no sense in spending time working on a problem that takes 3 days when you ask somebody and find out in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no sense in doing that. Don't let pride take you on rabbit holes. So yeah, definitely just ask around, ask for help. Don't feel bad. And he said people had 20 years experience. When I got out of college, they were all out of college. So I felt really bad. And I was like, they were my peers, my age, and I just couldn't keep up, man. It was just crazy, but I just worked like crazy. But don't do that. Actually ask people for help. I was working like 60, 70-hour weeks for like a year and a half when I first started.
Don't do that.
Because I just wanted it so bad. I was like, screw this, bro. I'm like gonna learn this stuff. And
you're a savage.
I was savage when I was 23, 24. I was savage. I was trying to learn everything, bro. I was hungry. What is this ambassador stuff? What is this? Ambassador Edge stack. I don't know what's going on. What time is it?
Yeah, it's time to.
It's 11:41, bro. We're so tripping.
Cool.
That's the last one. We had to,
Yeah. So what do we do? Let's take a look. Next week, what do we have? Just for the final week of Mastermind Academy, we have. We have cracking the code interview first. So Monday is going to actually be. So we talked about that. We started getting that a little bit, but Monday is actually cracking the code interview. Now what do you do now? Like, one, we'll talk about next steps. If for different levels of people, if this was your first foray into coding, what you can do next. People who are kind of intermediate, who are just trying to pick up another language, talk about what you can do next. But we'll really talk about how you can start to, again, take this information and start to convert it in your mind in a way that you can express how much you know about it, and how you go about what to expect during the interview process, or what you might expect, how to approach whiteboarding and things like that. We'll actually whiteboard, kind of just really rehash what we learned over the algorithm section, and see what things like that look like. Things you can do when you don't know what's going on, like how you can still show that work through the problem and show that you know some stuff. And then we're gonna have our panel, so it'll probably be over Zoom instead of in person this time. It'll be over Zoom, and that'll be on Wednesday. There is another panel for DevOps. There will be engineers on there who are not DevOps engineers, so it may be valuable. That is on Sunday.
I'll go to both. Yeah.
So that engineering panel is on Sunday. Come ask questions. I'll have a list of questions, but we're gonna be, audience questions as well. Ask anything you want to know, just like we kind of started doing at the end here. But you'll get to hear from people that aren't us. You get to hear from people with different experience levels,
Absolutely.
Different backgrounds, everything. So
should the software engineers go to the DevOps and vice versa?
Yeah, I think people, seriously, not just because I want people on the streams. I think that hearing different people, I really think both panels should be attended. If you have time, I think both panels should be attended. The interview process stuff is going to be a little bit different, so I would pick the one that's specific for you. But yeah, it is late. What's up, Cloud on Fleek? We are getting out of here right now.
See you, 88.
But yeah, everyone, thank you, 88 Opus, for reminding me. We're doing for all the people who are displaced from their Saturday meetups. We're partnering with Baltimore Code and Coffee, and we're doing a bit of a super meetup on Saturday morning. Saturday morning Eastern time, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday morning, March 21st. We're doing a Docker session, so that's what we'll be teaching. We'll be learning up to like some container orchestration. I learned all about building Docker containers and images from files, running them, all that stuff. .com, code, Baltimore. If anyone wants...
I can't stop yelling at me.
I know. I got like no sleep last night. I'm surprised I'm still awake.
Dude. I slept terrible.
But I'll post this. If anyone wants to, it'll be on here. We'll also be doing... we'll probably have a Zoom open. So for if there are 100 people or more on this, like it only holds 100 people, but we'll probably have a Zoom set up for questions and stuff as well. So it feels a little more personable, so people can actually meet other people. Actually, that was the meetup page. This is the actual event page. Maybe I should share this instead. But so if you have a meetup, and you have nothing to do on Saturday, come through. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. You'll learn a little bit. And maybe Friday we will do a barbecue stream. It's supposed to be super nice. I do in fact have a nice grill. Maybe we can do a barbecue stream, play some games.
Ooh.
Maybe we can play some games and barbecue. I like that. So check that out. All right. Now we're actually out of here. Wuhan. Dope. I hope to see you at GopherCon for sure.
Yes.
That'll be exciting.
Very nice.
But cool. That's it for tonight. We're out. We streamed for way too long. My wife is probably watching, really angry at me. So I will. Let me go ahead and get up off of here. All right, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you
guys.
next Friday, actually. Peace.